Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry we're having all these technical difficulties today, guys. So instead of turning down the music, which is at the same level that it usually is, we just turned up the gain for the mic. So you can just turn down your volume if it's all too loud now. And hello, Valance. It has been a while. How are you doing? And have you changed your username? Or Valiance, rather. Yes, I'm so sorry, guys. I'm not sure if you even heard anything I was saying. Did you guys even hear me? I guess you did. I'm looking at the chat here and I can see that some people were reacting to the things I was saying, so... gosh, I hate this. We should have definitely made sure everything is up and, working before I started the stream. Anyhow, so let me just quickly get this horse into the creature cage. And yeah, the thing I was asking actually just before I looked over at the chat was whether or not you can plot the course to the same server that you're already on. To just pop out at the other end. That probably is not possible, is it? Because that would be the handiest thing, so that we wouldn't have to zigzag between several different servers. Okay, let's just put this horsey into the creature cage. And head off. Oh, is it deselected, says Vergent. Okay. Okay, yeah, that would make sense. Well, let's have a look here. Plot course. Oh, it's not even in the list. Yeah. Okay. So in that case, we'll just choose a random server for now, and we'll just have to zigzag between them. And thank goodness the wind is really pushing us along. Look at the speed at what we're going, guys. Crazy quick. So yeah, let me catch up now with what you guys are saying here in the chat. Oh God, it's so frustrating to have all these technical difficulties today. Really goes to show that we should have really. I mean, I thought we had gotten everything up and running properly, but it looks like we hadn't. Maybe I should have done a test stream first. I'm so sorry about all that fuss, guys. And let me just look through the chat here and catch up with what everyone is saying and greet the people who have arrived. And so hello Wolfmare, hello Con36, welcome guys. Let me see, what else do we have here? The saddle racks look nice, says Friendly Kitten. Yeah, my only complaint about the saddle racks is that the saddle is not centered on the rack. And at first I thought, that they're going to... I did mention it in the thread where they announced the release of that. But it looks like they didn't do anything about it, though. I'm going to have to do a bug report about that. The parser horses are not allowed in the living room. Sapphire says horses are always allowed in the living room. And bitter push, Mike. So what's your favorite dessert, Friendly Kitten? And Sap is eating some honey melons. And Friendly Kitten was saying you like the RimWorld art style, just not the royal one so much. Oh, you know, I haven't bought that expansion yet, or the DLC yet. I'm just wondering. I'm kind of like on the fence whether I want to get it or not. Are you enjoying the royal DLC, Friendly Kitten? And thank you, the Parser and Du Jensen, on the congratulations of the 100 of Faith. So you have two priests already at 100, says the Parser. Wow, that's a lot of sermons. And thanks to you as well, Friendly Kitten. Hello, Draco. Welcome to the stream. Parser battles. And you can't plot the course, yeah. It's so funny to see you guys reacting to the mic working again. I wonder if the gain is now suitable, or should I raise the gain of the mic even more? I guess I'll have to, I mean, you guys can say, but I'll probably, well, I know I will listen afterwards to the VOD to just make sure it's perfect for the next streams. And hello there, Olivier Lenheim. Welcome to the stream. You heard me say how beautiful you are. Thank you. I'm not connecting here. I'm not connecting the dots, Olivier. And Valiance, your username is exactly the same. How come I remember? I don't remember the streaming part in your name before, Valiance. So how the heck are you doing? And how is Mystic Highlands doing? And what do you guys think about the whole disconnect from Wurm Unlimited that the Wurm team has done, that they're not going to be bringing over the new stuff? I was telling them that, man, I wish you would at least bring over the third-person view and the trees to Wurm Unlimited, if for no other reason than for Wurm content creators to then be able to make really pretty videos for Wurm that will, you know, benefit both games. And hello, Filio. What's up, my favorite Finnish Canadian? Everything's great, Filio. Although I have to say, Filio, today, so this morning, guys, I was chomping on some of those, you know, those dried banana chips? And you know how, like, usually, so they're super crunchy, right? And usually they are crunchy, but they're still kind of like really easy to crunch down on, that they're not like hard on your teeth. But then there was like an especially hard one, and I crunched down on it, and it felt like super, super crunchy. And I was like, man, this is one crunchy banana chip. And so I was chewing away at it until I realized that I was actually crunching down on a piece of my tooth that had broken in the process of eating those. And so I spit it out to see, and sure enough, there was like little bits of tooth. And then I was like, oh shit, this means I'm gonna have to go to the dentist to get that fixed. And so here in Finland, the government sort of system for doctors, and so there's like the sort of government public health system here. If you go to the doctors or if you go to the dentist, it costs like, I don't know, 30 euros per visit, something like that, no matter what they do. And so it's a really good system, and I use those systems. I don't go to private clinics at all, and I find that the public system is good enough for me. But the problem is that usually there's very long waiting lines with the public system, and especially with the teeth care. So in a in the cases before where I've had a chipped tooth, usually it's been a sort of system that they've had such long queues that one has had to reserve first a time for them to put like a temporary filling, and then they put another time for you like many months down the line to do the proper filling. Like I honestly don't know why they can't just do it all in one go. You would think that, it would only take 10 minutes more or 15 minutes more or whatever. So I was fully expecting that to happen this morning when I called the dentist, and I was also kind of like freaking out because I was thinking to myself, man, the last place I want to go, because our dentist office here in where I live is actually in the same building as the health clinic as well, where, all the people come in when they're feeling sick. So I was like, oh man, with this coronavirus thing stuff going on, I really don't want to go there, right? So, but I had to get this chipped tooth because it was this sharp, jagged thing like sticking out not to mention that the tooth that chipped away this morning was the one and only tooth that I have a root canal for. So, I had to get this taken care of. So I went there this morning and I biked there actually. And you know how when you walk really quickly or you run oh, there's a shark in the water there. Or you bike, and you know how like you get a little bit of like you have to blow your nose after that. It's just like the mucous membrane sort of just react to all that breathing and huffing and puffing. And okay, so hold on. We are now on, I think we're on Pristine, aren't we? Yes. So now let's plot the course quickly over to Release and it's kind of weird, by the way. Have you guys noticed, the Wurmians out there, have you guys noticed that now when you cross the server border, sometimes it actually plonks you in the wrong direction? You see how the Nara is facing the sea instead of facing the server? Isn't that weird? I mean, that's handy for us because we're going to go right back over the server border, but like normally it'll be facing, the direction you were going. So it should be facing this direction, but for some reason, I mean, that's now happened after the latest update. I'm not sure. Have you guys noticed that as well? It happens sometimes. It feels like it happens when you're actually sailing south over the server border, but doesn't happen when you go in the other direction. It's really weird. So we're going to go over to Release, and then we're going to go over back to Xanadu. So where was I with this story? So yeah, so I go to the tooth clinic, and I was really amazed actually when I called there, because like I was saying, usually you first get like a time to do the temporary filling, and then they will give you another time for the proper filling. And plot course Xanadu, and then we're just gonna see how we came in the right direction this time. So it's only when you go south. It's weird. I need to do a bug report about that as well. So anyhow, I was amazed because I got a time literally like an hour later, an hour or two later after I had called, which was amazing in itself from the public system. And I didn't have to do a second time at all. They did the whole thing this morning. And here's the thing that kind of freaked me out though. So I was saying that, you know how you get like kind of a runny nose after you've biked or ran or whatever. So I arrive at the clinic and I'm sort of in the waiting room, and I go to the bathroom to blow my nose, because I'm thinking like the last thing you want when a dentist is working on you is like a stuffy nose, right? So I wanted my nose to be clear, and it would be easier to then also, breathe through my nose. You see how we are facing the wrong direction again, guys? We're going to have to turn around. So it's whenever you sail south, it's weird. So here we are on Xanadu, and let's make a plan for where we're going to go. So this big mountain here is probably this one. You know what? Let's go over to this little area over there. Let me also mark that on the map here, so... Oops. And I am getting to the point of the story. I am, believe me. I'm just getting distracted by this thing, trying to find our way. Okay, I think it's right there. Good. Yes. Or it's a little bit more to the right, actually. Let me just remove that. Right there. Yeah, I'm happy enough with that. Good. Let's head west then. So I go to blow my nose, and I took enough like toilet paper. I had not washed my hands since I just arrived to the clinic, and I was in the waiting room, and I had not washed my hands after arriving there. And I totally should have done that. I just started off, I thought I'd first blow my nose because it was stuffy and I wanted to get that out of the way and then wash my hands after that. So I took enough like toilet paper that I wouldn't have any contact between my nose and my fingers, with which I had of course pressed the elevator buttons and all that when I arrived there, and the door handles and so forth. But the toilet paper was kind of a different consistency than I have at home, and it was much more, it sort of soaked through much more. And so I kind of freaked out because actually the wetness went through the toilet paper to my fingers, and I was like kind of freaking out that, oh my gosh, now I have sort of in a way touched the inside of my nose with my fingertip. And hopefully if there's like, I don't know if it could go through the toilet paper that way or not, but I totally should have washed my hands first before blowing my nose. And I was like, it was that split second when I realized that, man, why didn't I do that? Why didn't I do that first? And so now I'm kind of like paranoid, and I know this is completely silly to be so paranoid about this, but I guess we're all kind of on edge, like what's going on with Corona. And did you guys see like how many people have actually already died in Italy as well? Like you would think somehow it's kind of like understandable that in the Asian countries, or rather those southern Asian countries, that it's kind of, you kind of understand that there's more deaths there because maybe their health system and their emergency systems aren't quite as good as we have in the more northern countries. But to have a country in the EU area, Italy, have so many deaths is really kind of like scary. So I don't know what to think really, but let's just hope. And now I'm kind of like paranoid, guys, because after my visit today, I've kind of had to blow my nose a little bit more, and I know that's silly to like think that would be anything, because it obviously takes several days for a virus to get going. But yeah, I don't know. How much has the virus affected you guys? Like, is everyone freaking out? The only like things that I've done personally with our life is I did buy, I bought a little bit of extra groceries, and the only reason for that was just because if one of us gets sick, then we're gonna have to be at home for weeks on end, and just want to make sure that we have all our groceries. So I bought a whole bunch of canned like food and stuff like that. But other than that, I haven't made any preparations, haven't bought a mask, haven't bought any gloves, haven't bought any disinfectant, have not bought like 10 packages of toilet paper or anything like that. Just a few extra groceries. So I don't think I'm like super like freaked out, but still it is a little bit scary, isn't it, this time right now? And of course, everyone is saying, well, the normal flu causes many more deaths a year, and that's true. But of course, this I don't know, the rate of infection is just so much stronger with this compared to the normal flu. And I'm just wondering to myself, is this like an island or do I need to go around? That is an island over there at least. This is probably this peak over here, isn't it? No, I don't know. There's this mountain over here as well. I think that's an island, isn't it? That is an island. That is. I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if there's a canal going through here. Let's just have a look on the community map quickly. And I'll catch up with you guys any second here. Let's see. Yeah, I'm not seeing a canal in that spot. So maybe what we'll do, that would have had a canal, but we're already going past over here. So maybe we'll just go through Glass Hollow. It's called Glass Hollow, yes. And I do believe that should be right here. And we'll just go by foot. I think that's a good plan. Let's do that. And so Vergent, you could hear that I was talking, but not what I was actually saying, and the sound is good now. Good to hear. Yeah, Wolfmare, the server crossing, yeah, it seemed to go just fine this time. And hello, Jace Inc., welcome to the stream. And hello there, Bratwurst Germany. Welcome to the stream. You didn't know that there are still people who play Wurm? Of course there's people who still play Wurm. What do you mean? Wurm is the bestest. Best sandbox MMO out there. And parser, yeah. Yeah, like that kind of thing kind of bothers me if it's not centered. It just feels like why would it be off to the side like that? We're talking about the saddle racks. I do believe this is the entrance to Glass Hollow, isn't it? And so there's so many desserts you like, Friendly Kitten. It depends what you're in the mood for. I'm trying to think like what would be my favorite. You know, I do know what my favorite dessert is, Friendly Kitten. So, So Friendly Kitten, you're in Norway, so I'm pretty certain that you guys probably, since we're both in Nordic countries, I'm assuming that like, you know, the cakes that are made for celebrations and, you know, birthday cakes and wedding cakes and so forth, they're very different from what they have in North America. Like in North America, when they make cake, it is, you know, you have the cake layers, but in between those you have frosting, and then they put frosting on top. Now the cakes over here in the Nordic countries, I'm assuming it's the same also in Norway and Sweden as it is in Finland. The cakes over here are completely different. So they don't have frosting on them at all. Instead, it's like a sponge cake base, and then they put, how would you say, like they soak the cake. Well, they don't soak it, but they drizzle like some juice into the cake so it's like wet, and then they put layers of fruit and whipped cream and jam, and then they top it with whipped cream, and then, you know, put like pieces of like fruit or something on top. And that is what the cakes are like traditionally over here. So completely different from North American cakes. Now, I love North American frosted like cakes. Don't get me wrong. They are like absolutely sinfully good. It's been years, by the way, since I've had one of those, since you can't get them over here. But I have to say that the Nordic cakes are even better. Oh, it dropped me into the water, did it? That is not very good. And we have to check, actually, is this, this could be, yeah, that's perimeter. Okay. Well, maybe we'll actually just park right here then, so we can get our creature cage. more. And unload the creature cage. Oh, hold on. Oh, this is the perimeter over here. Okay. Let's try again. Unload cargo. I'm gonna have to rename it, by the way. Just so I know which one is mine. Cats. In Wurm, you can rename actually all the items, or give them like an additional name. And let's just unload this horse. Like so. And then just load that creature cage back. Make sure it's the one that I own. Okay, we're gonna have to move this ship a little bit. Yeah, the wood color shows at least Wolfmare on the saddle rack. Thank goodness. I did, first I made a willow one. It was just almost purely white. And then let me see if I can load this now. But I didn't like the color of it all, so then I made an oak wood one, which is nice and brown. I was surprised to see that you could not actually paint the saddle racks though. But thankfully that at least supports the... weird. What is going on here? Why? Load cargo. Oh, I was pressing load creature last time. Okay, now it's working. Good, good, good. And let me just get the saddle and everything on this horse. And then we'll just get onto the horse and start heading out. I'm just gonna catch up with what you guys are saying first though. Let me just try and get a nice view first. So we're just not staring at this this creature cage here. Saddle and bridle. Okay, good. Now we're in a good condition, and I'm just gonna go over here and we'll have a look at this amazing glass hollow. So while I catch up with you guys, we'll just get a nice view here of Glass Hollow, which is one of the... Well, Glass Hollow is actually a little bit more to the east, but this is like the Glass Hollow Market. So this is like a player deed as far as I know. So let me just get a view of that and I'll catch up with what you guys are saying. Okay, so Friendly Kitten, you haven't bought the Royal expansion or the DLC yet for RimWorld. You've just looked at the art. I see, I see. And Valiant's Mystic Highlands is still going. And you don't really need Wurm Online devs on Mystic Highlands, really, so it doesn't worry you. Good to hear that it's still up and running. And hello, Pepe. Welcome to the stream. And hello, Onion, as well. And the parser's saying, I'd say you're over-corrected a tad. Oh, so you mean that the mic is a little bit too loud now? So is now the mic... So is it now, guys, so that the music, you can barely hear the music when you lowered your volumes? And Friendly Kit was asking, why did the tooth break? I think it was because of the banana chips, really. And, you know, it was a long time ago when that root canal was done, so it was a very old sort of filling as well. And Filio says, the new system with the Finnish healthcare is awesome with those kinds of situations though, since you can choose the city you want to get treated. You get so much faster in the periphery than the big cities. You waited a total of 8 months to get a new front tooth at Tampere, and when your wife cracked a tooth here in Hämeenkyrö, she got hers done the same day. Oh, wow. Oh my gosh, what a difference. So you're saying basically, Filio, that the smaller cities have a good situation in that regard. And I didn't know there had been any changes, by the way. And Wolfmare says that the ship direction bug has already been reported. Okay, good to hear. And hello, Bambalam, welcome to the stream. And Parser is dead. Oh no, and let me just check as well. Somebody followed. So that was Sundertal. Welcome to the stream, Sundertal, and thank you so much for the follow. Still catching up with what you guys are saying here. Friendly Kitten says, well, there's a 3.4 chance to die of it. Yeah, that's a pretty big percentage, isn't it, actually, when you think about it. Have I researched it to calm myself? And you couldn't care less about it. You keep a normal hygiene and don't go licking any public places. Should be fine. Yeah, I mean, I'm not like freaking out. So, you know, I mean, I think if I would be one of those people who would be like freaking out, I would have, you know, bought a mask and would be going outside with a mask. I just went normally today, and but yeah, I don't know. The thing is that I'm. The fact that I have like some conditions that would maybe make it a little bit more dangerous for me, maybe that kind of concerns me a little bit. Bambalam here in Australia. Here in Australia, I've had to start using kangaroo fur for toilet paper. Oh my gosh. Yeah, those are nice islands, Wolfmare, off there to the northwestern coast of Xanadu. When Xanadu first opened, those were actually that was the first place I headed. Once I got my rowboat done with the newbie character, I went to go and see if there was a free island. And hello, Silas Genovese. I am not quite sure how to pronounce your name, but welcome, welcome. Anarchy Online. You used to play that all the time. Oh, that was such a great MMO. It had such an amazing atmosphere that you still can't find in any MMO. That same. Oh, actually, Silas, I was watching somebody playing. What's this? Oh my gosh, what is this? What's the space-themed MMO? I forget the name of it now, but you guys know the one that's been in production for years and years and years. I was watching somebody stream that the other day, and it looks so good. Oh, it looks so freaking good, guys. I really kind of wanna play it now. But that reminded me actually a little bit of Anarchy Online. And let me just scroll quickly to see if you guys... Not Eve, no. Star Citizen, that's the one. Yeah, I was watching somebody play Star Citizen on stream, and oh, it is so beautiful. And that actually... And I do believe that this song is actually from Anarchy Online in the playlist. It is indeed Sand Dunes. I do have some Anarchy Online songs here in my playlist. So anyhow, I was saying actually when I was watching that stream that Star Citizen kind of gives me those Anarchy Online vibes a little bit. And it really made me kind of want to play the game. I mean, I have to say though, just seeing the NPCs just sort of standing around doing nothing because they haven't finished the NPCs yet was a little bit of a downer though. And Wolfmare says, looks like the marker is on the edge of the Tundra Crater. Hope it's light when you arrive as it's a very nice area. Oh, that sounds great, Wolfmare. And Bambalam, 2:47 a.m. So if you fall asleep, well, many people say, Bambalam, that they fall asleep to my voice, so it might just happen. And hello there, Suisa. Welcome to the stream. And you're sort of going to be close to yours. Your deed is somewhere around there. And hello, Ismith. Welcome to the stream. So what is our... Where are we right now? We are here in the... what was this called again? Glass Hollow Market right now. And speaking of which, I think we could just start heading north. This market was the first place where I ever bought anything from a market, actually, in Wurm, I think. I think I bought myself like a life transfer weapon from this place. And it has come a long way. They've developed it further, I can see. Quite an amazing place to visit. I would say anyone who has come to Wurm, who is playing Wurm and has never been to Glass Hollow, do come and have a look at this place. It's pretty amazing, actually. Yeah, we'll start heading east. I do believe we are facing east, aren't we? And I'll just catch up. No, south. South. And we should probably just drink up a little bit as well. And eat up as well. So how is it that we're facing south? That is a little bit confusing to me, actually. So did I start... Here's Glass Hollow Market. I thought I was absolutely facing east. Weird. So we should be going in this direction, should we? I don't understand. That doesn't feel... I could swear that this would have been the right direction, but I guess we need to be going this direction then. Yeah, okay. Now we're going in the right way. I'm still feeling very, very confused because somehow it just feels that we're going in the wrong direction, but I guess we'll soon see. I guess we're inside somebody's deed now, aren't we? But are we going to be able to get through? Oh, a hell horse actually attacked me. That doesn't happen very often, that a hell horse will initiate battle. That's quite rare to happen. We should probably try and find a larger road. And then turn back east. So let's just go a little bit this way. And Ophelia, you just stopped to say hi. You're gonna lurk. Gotta get back to the grind. Ophelia, you've gone crazy over pixel art, trying to create new graphics for OBS. Never animated before, even though you know the theory behind it. Wow! Good for you, Ophelia. You know that actually when I joined the game industry in 2006, I was hired as a... And that's actually a champion goblin. Should we take him down? I was actually hired as a pixel artist. Back then we were making mobile games. So back in, the early 2000s, mid 2000s, all mobile games were just pixel art back then. So that's really cool to hear that you're working on that. I'm going to have to follow and follow up on like the stuff that you do for your channel. And you're probably not hearing me anymore because you probably went off already. But in case you're still there, don't bump into these champion goblins that often, do you? And I do have my... Please tell me that I do have my silver staff equipped. I do. Good. And the parser, you now have lots of rights at Llama Harbor. Oh, thank you very much, the parser. So what coordinates is Llama Harbor at? And let's just see if there's a recipe inside this guy. And as far as rights are concerned, like if you guys want to let me get through the gates of your deeds, that's fine. But that's the only right I would want to have. I wouldn't want to actually have very many permissions to anyone's deed. Just to be on the safe side. Like, you know, if anything happens that is unrelated to me, I would hate to be, you know, get involved in anything like that, or like be suspected of anything. So just hopefully the permissions were very minimal ones. That's all I'm trying to say. So let's make a plan here. We're going to have to go east and then, so south, east. So, okay, well, we'll just keep on going along these roads and try and figure it out. I'm not going to look at the community map. We'll try and like figure out, this should be relatively easy to figure out on our own. And hello, Jimbo. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? So Suisa, you're at like C/D and 23. Let's have a look at the map here. So C/D and 23. Oh, you're way at the other end then. Around there. Huh. That's a pretty interesting way to have a road. Haven't seen anything. Can I get down on my horse? No. Oh, it's like it's a road to a mine entrance that has, either that's a mine door, like a rock one, or it's just caved in. I have a feeling it's probably caved in though, because this is like decayed. Okay, I'm not going to deal with you guys right now. Thank you very much. Let's, are we going south? We should be going south now. Let me just double check. Yes, good. You know what I wish, guys? I wish that, like, there are all these mine entrances. These are all just to mines. Let's just go down a little bit. I think we need to get around this. I think what we're doing is we're bumping into this mountain. So we have to go south a little bit more. You know, so what I wish... Huh? A wool festive bedroll just on the ground? You may not loot that item. Okay. Can we see the owner of this thing? So how come this is on the ground like this? You can barely make out the signature. Oh, can you craft these, by the way, these days? No, this is a festive one. This is like a Christmas gift one. How come, is this deeded, this land? You see it part of the lands of Wurm. So, what the heck? Has this been like a newbie who got premium immediately when they started playing, and then they just dropped this on the ground because they got overloaded and they didn't realize that this is kind of like a special item? Why would somebody drop a festive bedroll on the ground? And so the name that you can barely make out is like a letter AK dot ind. Well, it couldn't be picked up, so maybe it can only be picked up by the owner of it. But that's weird to see that, yeah, it must be that, like, it must have been a newbie who didn't know what they were doing, right? And what is the direction we're going in now? East. And again, it's like another mine entrance. Maybe we'll just go through the forest a little bit and try and figure this out. Let's go through here. And Wolfmare, when Xanadu opened, you swam out to them on day one and they'd already been deeded. Yeah. Yeah, they went fast, those ones. I have to say, Wolfmare, like, it took me a couple days to make the rowboat, So it wasn't until like day 2 or day 3 that I was able to actually go and sail around looking for an island. And that island that I have, that was like the last free one that I found that was like suitable. So I was really, really lucky that it was still free. And you know, probably the only reason it was free was because when I was doing, you know, prospecting on the surface of the rock of that island in those first days, it didn't have any like ore veins in it at all. And you know how they were having like problems with the ore veins in the first weeks, and then they fixed it later on, like the spawn of the ore, and they sort of reconfigured it. And then later on, it ended up, after they fixed that, it had a whole bunch of good ore veins, and I've been a happy camper ever since. I'm still catching up with the chat here, guys. Sorry about that. Suicide says, maybe one day in the next 100 years, Star Citizen will be finally done. Yeah, it has taken a while, hasn't it? Venerable Champion, huge spider. And Wolfmare says, going to be a fun explorer. Somebody is messing with Kat's sense of direction. Yeah, I'm a little bit... Well, I have to say, guys, I didn't sleep very well last night, so... If I seem a little bit off today, that's because I am. I definitely am. I might be sort of at a loss for words and stuff today because I'm just so tired. I did have a big cup of coffee before I started the stream, but, you know, that's not going to do miracles, is it? It's going to help a little bit. So this is now, I believe we're probably going south now? Yes. Okay. So the next turn left. Okay, this road has... Oh, there's a mega big road over there. That is a huge road, so that... We should definitely get on this one. Okay. Let's go see where this takes us. Yeah, what I was going to say about the UI. So, or like I think I was saying that I wish Wurm had this thing, and what I do wish is that Wurm had an option to have different like UI configurations that you could just do a keybind for. So you know how I keep turning off my UI? Like what I would really like is to have a UI configuration where I only had my compass and nothing else. Because I would obviously like to have just, you know, a nice clean view, but I need my compass. So that's why I have to keep turning on my UI. Now, of course, I could just turn off the rest of these options, but then, I don't know. Then it's going to be a problem because I'm going to need these other things anyhow. In the very least, I'm going to need, you know, the target window, my HP bar. So, yeah, it's kind of an annoyance. Let me see if there's some things that I could turn off. Quick bar, do we really need that? We might need it. Menu bar we could maybe turn off. I think everything else is pretty important to have, so let's just keep the rest of this stuff. I guess I could hide some of this behind the images below, just so they're not here in the way, distracting you guys. Let's just keep those. Maybe I will stick these ones down here as well. Because I put the smaller UI settings today anyhow. So you can't even make out the text anyhow, so so let's see, we have a big slab of sand, I believe. Now when we... Oh, what's attacking us? I think it's something below, isn't it? Let's just go backwards a bit and see what follows us. Ah, it's a wolf. Okay. And did I remember to take my shovel? I did this time. Good. So we can bury these guys and maybe earn a few silver. So Wolfmare, I know you want to be helpful, but for the most part during these Wurm Roulette adventures, I try and sort of figure things out on my own. So don't feel the need to sort of give me directions too much, because that's all part of the adventure. It's part of the challenge, is to try and figure out the route myself. I appreciate the thought behind it, though. So that is actually, let's just have a look at this map here. So we see some sand. I do believe that that water over there in the distance is this part right here. So all we have to do is keep heading mainly east and a little bit south as well. But we seem to be going in the right direction, in the very least. And hello there, Digital Revolution, Grumpy, Lumpy, Gravy here. Welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? I don't know, I kind of feel like going to have a look at this place. I'm not sure if we've, just before we head east, let's just go and have a little, do a little detour and see what this place is. Dwarven Imperium. Now recruiting. Oh, the village of Citadel Feldbar. Let's go have a little look inside here. I can't remember if we've ever been here during the Wurm Roulette streams. It looks like there's a thriving town over here. And let me just quickly catch up with what you guys are saying here as well. That was a big goblin indeed, that Digital. And you're here still, Ophelia, just lurking? Yeah, Ophelia, really looking forward to see what you get finished with the pixel art and the animations. And Parser, Llama Harbor was just what I rode through. Oh, I didn't even notice. And you were wondering if I could get out. And you didn't know that I do that as well, Filio. Yeah. Well, if there's any, if you have any questions about it, just let me know. It's been years though since I've done any pixel art. Oh, it could be Wolfmare, that it might have been that somebody died and it was from a corpse pile. That could be, but what a shame that their bedroll is decaying like that. And the parser says, your guess is that they thought that they could sleep there without a tent. Maybe. And Suika is mining out all the veins in a 150 tile long tunnel. It's hell. Oh my god. And hello there, Azulus Light. Am I streaming on 2 different sites? No, I don't think so. I only stream on Twitch. Why do you ask? Friendly Kitten, damn, when you don't have a handheld mixer and you just need 1 egg beat, hand power is exercise. So what are you cooking right now, Friendly Kitten? And I finally caught up with the chat. I can't believe it. And look at this. Isn't this lovely? This sort of little meditation spot here with all these meditation rugs. Name your items. It says on the sign there. And hello, the Capped Wolf. Welcome to the stream. And you're making a brownie cake thing, says Friendly Kitten. Oh no, Azulis, it was just that I was so late with the chat, I'm afraid. I'm really bad with that because I sort of try and like read what everyone is saying, and I was also like rambling on and on about my like dental story just earlier on, so I got behind in the chat. So Friendly Kitten says 90% chocolate with butter and whipping the egg with sugar, then mix all the flour with cocoa and vanilla. Yummy yum. And the Captain Wolf says, you thought I was on Discord also? No, I've never streamed on Discord. You can stream on Discord, right? There's some kind of streaming system there. So what direction? We're going to continue on our way. What direction are we going in now? East? The only thing I do on Discord is just, well, I have my own Discord channel these days. Or server rather, just for notifying when my streams start, and then of course, just use it to visit the servers that I follow. But I've never streamed on Discord. And Azulis, you're saying it's a screen share more than a streaming server for Discord. I see. Yeah, the screen sharing thing I have done in some private chats a few times. It's pretty handy for that. So we're going up a very steep mountain here. Mostly just for communication, yeah. So, Captain Wolf, tell me all about yourself. Are you a Wurm player as well? I'm trying to remember whether I've seen your name here before. I don't think I have. And if I have, please forgive me if I've forgotten. Look at all those spiders after me. So there's a whole area of steppe. Well, it's a rather small area, actually. At first I thought it was going to be like a whole mountain of steppe tiles. So, but there is a mountain that's like the important thing to notice. So if we just look at our map quickly, and let's have a look here. So it's probably, let's just zoom in a bit. We probably just came over this thing here. Or this could be, that mountain there could very well be this thing here. Okay, but we're going to continue going east, and then we'll start heading south in a bit. Ah, hold on. Here's a... Oh my gosh, look at this huge desert area over here. My goodness. This would be a great place for some hunting. So, let's see. I'm trying to think now. I'm trying to think whether... So there's a mountain over there. Now, is that possibly maybe this one? With that peak behind it being this? Or is this group of mountains actually this group over here? In any case, I think we need to head in that direction, because if it is in fact this group, then we're going in the right direction. It could be very, very well be that that this one here is this peak. Yeah, let's try and see if we're on the right track. And, oh, Captain Wolf, were you the one that was commenting on YouTube about your deed being close to mine? I think that was you, wasn't it? And Filio, hold on. I'm just a bit missing a few comments here. And Azulis, on communities nights, a streamer would share a movie and you'd all watch. Yeah, I've never done that actually myself. I have seen others do that though. It looks pretty fun. I'm not sure about the copyright issues though. Like, can you get in trouble for that? At least on Twitch, you probably wouldn't be able to do that. But I guess in a sort of private Discord chat, maybe? I don't know. And Filio, you've got to ask. You've got lots to ask. But maybe just hope to get some criticism after the... Or I guess you mean critique. So criticism is like when somebody actually gives like negative feedback. I'm just gonna... Although this is probably now going to the southwest rather. I might have to... I might just have to use the... I'm wondering if this is not very wise to do now. Because I have a feeling if those are the mountains, those are probably the mountains that we have to get in the middle of. And I have a feeling that going downwards is probably not the best choice right now. We probably need to stay up high to get over to the other side of those. Let me just go up a bit and see if there's any kind of road leading directly east. And we'll just go a little bit more east first. And I might just have to use the community map to just do a little bit of cheating in a bit, but we'll see. Okay, let's go this way first. So you're doing a follower alert, Viking cheer, and downing a pint of mead. It's just lacking the coloring to your eyes. Yeah, I would be happy to give you some feedback, Filio. Absolutely. Are we connected on Discord, by the way? We could have a chat there. If we're not, we should absolutely connect there. And Suisa or Suika, I'm not sure which way you pronounce that, would love to stream some Cayman Rider for a group. I haven't heard of that one. I'm gonna get totally lost here, but that's part of the fun, right? Okay, that didn't lead us anywhere. Let's hope this is now facing east. East? Yes. And Azulis Light, you have a few questions. How much in-game silver gold does it cost to pay for the monthly sub? So for the premium, I believe... Was it 10 silver, guys? For the premium. And so to give some context and perspective, if you forage the grass, you have a pretty good chance, like if you do it for several hours, you have a pretty good chance at getting some money. You might even, like I heard of a guy who just got like 2 silver in a couple of hours just recently. And you can also bury animals and of course do manual labor if you want to earn that money in-game. And are there any spots left to make deeds, or are they mostly taken? Does online do a skill server wipe to even the playing field ever? No, they never do skill server wipes ever, Azulis. So, so people, the way that they sort of even out the playing field basically is that they start a new server, which they're going to be doing with the Steam launch this year, sometime in the fall, I believe. But no, they never do a wipe. They never reset everything. That is for sure. I think people would go ballistic if that ever happened, because some people have had their, their deeds for over 10 years. Imagine if they wiped all that. And just the fact that it takes so long to actually get your skills up. I mean, to think that I've been playing 6.5 years and I only now just got my very first skill up to 100. People would go nuts if they ever did that. I hope they never do. It's just the fact that it takes so long. Okay, I'm kind of stuck up here on this. I'm going to have to go by foot, I think, in a moment. Guys, I feel kind of paranoid now because, oh my gosh, I feel like my throat is a little bit hurting. I'm really, really hoping I didn't catch anything going to that health clinic today. Oh my gosh. And I was really thinking about as well, just how well did they disinfect all those, the drills and everything. They probably disinfect the bits and pieces that are attached to the drill, but she was leaning the drill, the handle up to my mouth and stuff when she was working on my teeth this morning. So I was like, oh, I wonder, I mean, they must do a good job of it, surely. Okay, where the heck are we now? We're in the middle of nowhere. Let me see what else you asked here. So are there any spots left to make deeds, asks Azulis. Absolutely there are. I mean, look at this, Azulis. You see all this wilderness that we're running through? This is all free land. Anyone could just come here, chop down the trees, even out a bit of land to start building a house, and they could own it. And you don't even have to own land to build a house, by the way. If you just find a wild spot of land, you can just start building. You would just have to repair your house, though. That's the downside. Let's try and head up here. I think this is we're probably heading, if my sense of direction is working at all, this is now facing southwest. Let me double check. South, pretty close. And so that was you, Captain Wolf. Okay, great. So yeah, I think I responded to you in YouTube and said, hello neighbor, didn't I? And so, oh, and I meant to say also, Captain Wolf, so I think you said in your comment that you just returned back to Wurm. So welcome back to Wurm, Captain Wolf. A Wurm is just one of those MMOs that you can never quite you can never quite get out of your system. Once a Wurmian, always a Wurmian, is what I say. And Azulis confirms that you can get in trouble, so you cannot stream the event if you want to watch a movie with your community. And Filio kieli muri, yes indeed. The parser says, so for the premium it's €8 a month, and you can pay with in-game cash. Unlike most games. Yeah, exactly, right? There's no designated housing area, says the parser, so lots of places available, no server wipes. And you play Wurm Unlimited, Azulis. Yeah, I need to I need to actually, in Wurm Unlimited, like I use Wurm Unlimited as well, and I say use, not play, because I don't play the game per se, but I have a server that I'm working on, my own server, Ultimate Nostalgia, just need to continue it, and then I use Wurm Unlimited to test out like some designs and stuff. So I've actually remade my entire island that I have here in Wurm Online. I've recreated it in Wurm Unlimited with God mode. So I can test out designs there. Yeah, I do an initial plan in Deed Planner, but then I try it out like for real in quotation marks in Wurm Unlimited, and it really gives you a nice perspective of like how it would actually look. So Suicide is saying maybe you should change your Twitch name back at this point. So what was your Twitch name before Suicide? And yeah, I'm not making the connection. So here's some kind of mountain. I have a feeling that this mountain is probably one of the ones that we were seeing from the distance. I'm just trying to find some kind of... So if the spot that we're supposed to get to is in the sort of valley between the mountains, I'm wondering if there's some kind of tunnel or road or something, but we'll find the way. We'll find the way. This is all, you know, part of the adventure to just like wander around and try and find our way there. And you doubt that we are, Filio? Oh my gosh. So this takes us way... This is where we were gonna go earlier on. And actually, this looks almost like it's the valley. Now that I look at it, like this is clearly a valley. I need to get my stamina up, and those guys are gonna attack me. So we're gonna have to go up a bit and find an even spot. Uh-oh, I'm gonna get into trouble now. This is bad. Completely out of stamina on a steep area. Let's quickly go up here before something really bad happens. Okay, I got a little bit of stamina up. I wonder if that's the valley. Maybe that's our destination down there. Okay, I think we outran these guys. Let me just make sure I drink up a little bit. Crap. I'm gonna just check the map in a second. It's a good thing that I decided to brand one of my teenage-aged, this is like an adolescent, ebony black horse before we started the stream today, because it's super fast, this one. Really fast little horsey. And this guy we can afford to take down for sure. And we'll start... Let me just check the map here quickly. But before I do that, let me just catch up with what you guys are saying as well. Okay, Filio, I will actually add you right away. Hold on. Just so I don't lose that. Let me just put this into view quickly. And friend request has been sent, Filio. Okay. And Suisa says 5 silver for 15 days, and it's 10 silver per month, but not totally sure anymore. Yeah, that's what I remember, something like that. And the Captain Wolf says, yeah, 10 years wiped, people would rage quit. Absolutely they would, wouldn't they? So Suisa, I got a 100 skill with my other character, with my priest. She got 100 faith, but of course you can't really like count that because it's just you get that through doing the sermons, right? So it's not really comparable to the other skills. But as for skills that I've, properly, worked on, well, not worked on, but that have gone up like sort of in a more natural way, I do have digging 99.4, I believe, right now. But that, of course, is an easy one to get up as well. Oh, Vergent, there was a Wormageddon, was there? An unrecoverable server crash. I have not heard of that. And Friendly Kitten says that each time you even go out in people areas, you come home with a damn cold each friggin' time. No wonder you want to be a hermit at home. Yeah, I'm quite a hermit myself as well, Friendly Kitten. Absolutely. When some people are freaking out about being quarantined in their home for like weeks or months, I would have no problem with that whatsoever. I totally am quite the homebody, quite happy here at home. It always seems like there's stuff to do. And with the internet that we have these days, I mean, we have it made. Socializing, banking, shopping, entertainment, it's all here on the computer, isn't it? At least for geeks. So yeah, I should probably check that map actually quickly. I'm still catching up with the chat here. Oh, that's true, the parser. Yeah, I keep forgetting about Jackal, so that's very well said. So the parser said, Wurm Online recently added a server, Jackal. The idea of that server was a periodic reset. That's right, that's right. And the Jackal is still a server I have not investigated at all. I have not visited it a single time. Let's just get rid of these nasties here. And Azula, I can just call you Azula, okay. And so the Captain Wolf, you bounce between Wurm and EVE Online. Man, EVE Online is another game I need to get back into one of these days. I really did enjoy the few months that I spent there. And Friendly Kitten, many years ago, you came across a site that had free streaming of movies, but they are public domain, so you could find one of those old-timey movies, animations. Yeah, that's an option, of course, if one wanted to do that. And the parser says, what must it be like to ride through Wurm and see the horse colors that I created? Yeah, I mean, obviously when they were first published in the game, it was, freaky, of course. Now I'm so used to it that I don't really pay attention anymore. I think the only thing that I pay attention to these days, as far as the horse colors are concerned, is that, like, I'm not 100% happy with the Skewbald Pinto and the Appaloosa. The color of the white there, I tried to make it kind of a creamy color, just to give some variation, but they don't really match so well with the other horse colors, so I probably need to do a little bit of a modification to that and hopefully hopefully they will just change them for better versions. But other than that, I'm pretty happy with the skins that I did. And Azula says, you see that they still haven't fixed the rock tile horse mount bug. Rock tile horse mount bug. So what one is that, Azula? Wolfmare, you couldn't help yourself, could you? So I'm still about a grid away. Okay. And the wrong side of the mountain. And lunchbox issue. I don't know what the lunchbox issue is either. Let's just bury these guys and see if we get some money. And Suisa, you're waiting to get 100 repair, even if it's a bit pointless now. So that makes me think that you're mad, Nath. And Filio says, awesome stuff. You got a DC server yourself for your stream and other projects. Yeah, I did, Filio. So the link is, well, you'll see, of course, Nightbot advertise it. But it's also, the link should also be in a button on the front of the stream, you know, like below. Hopefully the link is working because those, I tried to make a permanent link, but it seems kind of buggy, the system. Like sometimes it just resets it anyhow. But hopefully it's working. And Friendly Kitten, you're fine with being quarantined as well. A short walk in nature, then you're fine with being quarantined. And Azula, your girlfriend, always wants to go out and do things. Ugh. Hello, Michio. Nice to see you. How are you doing? And Michio, by the way. Michio, let me just say, I've already said before, I think. And if I haven't, I'm so sorry I haven't. But let me just say it here as well. That welcome, Michio, to the Valerie Entertainment Network. So Michio has been streaming Wurm Online and has been added to the streamer group. So congratulations on being accepted to that, Michio. Very much deserved. And I hope you've been enjoying yourself so far with that system. And actually, let me just check whether Michio is here in the Ven page yet. Have they added you yet? And whether you... let me just see here. So we have fabric absurdities. Okay, so Michio, have they asked you yet for your like logo and stuff that you have to add to this page? Because I'm not seeing you here yet. It could be that they're just late updating it as well. Let me just see. I'm almost caught up with the chat. And Suisa says, Jackla is very underwhelming. Well, I'm glad then that I haven't wasted my time going to see it. I've seen some streaming of it and I've seen some screenshots, but other than that, I haven't. And it's closed right now. Anyhow, says the parser. Okay, so so they don't automatically then open like a new one once the old one is closed. Then, right? I see. I see. So Wolfmare says we're on the wrong side of the mountain. But let's just keep going south and see if we can find a way around. And Vergant picked up the new monthly skin. So they have this new reward system in Wurm where you can earn... Ooh, look at this big desert here. So let's have a look at the map quickly. So they have this new reward system. So this desert is most likely possibly this thing right here. And this mountain that we're just going around is possibly this one. So if we're on the wrong side of it, that almost means that we should actually go back north and then go around. If you look at this, darn it. I wonder. I have a feeling we should go around. Well, there's a road here. Should we just go on the road north and see if that turns east at any point? But yeah, look at this great big desert over here. And that mountain over there. Huh. I'm trying to look here and figure out, is that mountain this one? Or is it this one? Because we see a mountain range behind. Oh my gosh. There's just no way around these mountains here on the right-hand side. Let me just get a better perspective here of what we're looking at. I almost wonder to myself, this isn't very high, this spot right here. Let me just get up higher. Let's get a good vantage point from over here and try and like figure out where we need to go and kill off these monsters at the same time. Oh, there's a whole bunch of monsters after us now. Gonna have to focus as not to die all of these monsters. Okay, let's take down the wolf next. It almost feels like taking down the easy ones first is the best way to go. Okay. Venerable troll. I have a feeling he's next. Is there anyone behind us? Yes, there's a scorpion. That's too much now. Let's just run over here quickly. Maybe heal up a bit. And you put it on the, so you put that shield skin on the rare that you got by archaeology. Yeah, I meant to say that. So if I didn't say that already, so part of this new loyalty system is that every month they now change a skin of some sort. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool, that system. I haven't purchased any of the skins yet myself. And Captain Wolf, you've been playing EVE Online since 2006. That is a long time. Yeah, Friendly Kitten. Unfortunately, the cats here in Wurm, they are not docile, so they will actually attack you. They're wild cats, I'm afraid. So they have to go. Just go over here again. Just rest up a bit. Get our stamina up. So we do enough damage. There we go. And Filio, about being a hermit. Have I seen where you're located? I remember one time when I was watching your stream, Filio, where you... I think you were in the middle of a forest of some kind, weren't you? Out in the countryside. A Friendly Kitten. No, tame it, tame it. I'm sorry, Friendly Kitten. Yeah. I can't be bothered now taming those cats, I'm afraid. Although I probably could, like, technically. And the reason to have like, so Azula was asking, so do you have to have a minimum of two characters then? I mean, the thing is that with the different priests, they have different abilities. So some people have like one main character that they do all their building and crafting and fighting with, and then they have several different priests that do different like functions. So one might do enchantments for, you know, making your tools work faster. Another might do spells that will allow you to fill in like mine tiles, stuff like that. Strong wall. I myself, I only have one priest myself, but I'm thinking right now that I almost feel like making a second priest, but I really don't want to pay premium for more than two characters max, to be honest. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I took full with my priest, and now I'm kind of regretting it. I probably should have taken the one that can do the enchantments for the tools and the weapons instead. I mean, or so the reason I took full was because they have the life transfer enchantment, and that was kind of dumb of me. I should have taken the one that can do Wind of Ages and the COC enchantment instead, because then I could have enchanted the saddles the saddles and the horseshoes that I sell in my horse market. So that was kind of a mistake. I was kind of like what's the word? What's the word when you hurry too much with something? But yeah, it was probably a bad choice. And hello there, Inflare. Welcome to the stream. Suisa, oh no, my cover is blown. So, Suisa, I'm guessing that was kind of like that you weren't completely trying to keep it a secret, though, right? I hope I didn't reveal you, like without you wanting to, because you did mention things that sort of anyone who is who knows you would have been able to guess from those things. I mean, just the mention of 100 repair. Everyone knows that Madnath has been working on repair skill. And you mentioned changing your name. So, you know, put two and two together, and I think a lot of people can sort of guess who that might be. Oh, I meant to look at like the landscape here, but yeah, if that was not a good thing, I'm sorry. But then you shouldn't have mentioned those things either, you know? Because it was just like an automatic reaction to that. But good to see you here, Suisai. Not quite sure how to pronounce your name, though. And Azula says that then you won't be playing online if you need like premium for several different characters. Yeah, that is the downside compared to Wurm Unlimited for sure. I guess with Wurm Unlimited, you just buy the game just once, and then you can just freely play as much as you like. I don't know how the characters work on... How does that work on Wurm Unlimited, by the way, with the characters? So, obviously you have your account that you bought Wurm Unlimited with in Steam. So that gives you one character to work with in Wurm Unlimited, right? But what if you want to have more than one character in Wurm Unlimited? Like say you're playing on one server. How does that work? I've never actually thought about that. Oh, there seems to be a road up there. Excellent. So let's just go over here. Perfect. Just exactly what we needed. And are we facing now east? South. Ah, okay. So we need to be able to turn left. at some point. Let me see now. So there's a great big lake over there. This should give us some kind of idea of where we are. Let me just stop over here for a moment. I'm gonna have to probably take down these monsters. Look at them all. All of these scorpions. Tons of scorpions. What is it? Like a scorpion family living around here, or what the hell is going on? I need to actually heal myself as well a little bit. And spiders as well. And Michio, so you haven't been told about that yet, about getting your profile up there. You know, I think it's just slipped their mind, to be quite honest. I'm gonna have to escape here. Oh my gosh. I can barely walk. I think they must have stunned me. Oh my goodness, that's not good at all. Let's go over here quickly. Oh no. This looks very dangerous now. Oh no, 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 no. Okay, we have just one scorpion. No, two scorpions. Good grief. This looks bad, guys. I was watching the chat while I was fighting. I wasn't quite aware that I was getting this bad. Let's see if we can escape up here. Oh, there's a scorpion over there. Let's quickly try and... Oh, no, there's a wolf after us. Well, that's easy peasy. And now a scorpion over there as well. Let's see if we can get some life transfer from this wolf. Yeah, that started to heal us right away. So this doesn't have life transfer, the silver staff, but it has an enchantment that has a little bit of life transfer in it, sort of included in it. Let me just check the name of that again. So... it has enchanted with animal demise. It will be more effective against animals. Oh my god. This looks so bad. Go, go, cats. Go, go, go. What the heck? What's up with all these scorpions around here? Jeez. Thank goodness this road is here right now. So we can make a swift escape. Oh, does it end right there? Don't tell me it ends right here. No, thank goodness. It's just... oh. Crap. So, animal demise, then it has essence drain, so it will cause extra internal wounds and heal you. And blessings of the dark, so it will increase skill gained and speed when it is used. So, Tetsugo was kind enough to improve this silver staff and also enchant it a couple of weeks ago during the stream. Okay, let's try and quickly get ourselves healed. Yeah, so Michi, I meant to say that I think it's just probably slipped their minds, not to mention that, or maybe they're waiting to see first. You know, it could be, Michio, that they just wait to see first if somebody has streamed, you know, been part of the Ven. Oh my gosh, look at all those bites. Has been and stayed part of the Ven program for a longer time, because of course it wouldn't make sense for them to add people like immediately there. You know, if they're only going to be there, say, like a month and then they'll be out of there. So maybe they wait a while to see if the person is sort of like there to stay first. Oh my gosh, you almost lost your mallet there, did you, Suisai? Almost killed ORs, the Supreme Mallet. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I want to know what this metallic liquid is as well. I've never heard of that. Just need to find a move and a newbie and drop them off. No, I could never do that. Yes, I do have my cotton with me this time, parser. Rift metallic liquid. Yeah, I've never heard of that. Then again, I don't know very much about the Rift stuff anyhow. So, Ophelia, you live straight in the back pocket of Mother Nature. 1 kilometer to the closest neighbor, and you freaking love it. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I would love that as well, Filio. I could very easily imagine myself living in a place like that as well. Other than the fact that, like, sometimes one sort of gets paranoid about the fact that, like, if something happens to you out there, there's no one around that you can sort of shout help to, you know? That's the only thing that kind of scares me about that. Like, if you were to at least live alone, of course, if you live with a family, that's a completely different situation, but at least living alone, I couldn't really imagine myself living alone in that kind of place. 7 kilometers to a paved road. Oh my goodness. 7 kilometers, that's a long way. 7 kilometers to a paved road. You're really out in the boonies then. Yeah, suicide. So this doesn't have like the life transfer. It has, well, I guess you just heard the enchantments that I was reading out. So the life transfer effect is just a small one. And overzealous was not quite the word I was looking for, Azula, there just earlier on. It was another word I was looking for. A hasty choice, yes. Definitely, that is a good way to describe my choice of like what faith or what kind of religion or deity I should say that I started to, that I decided to go for. And Vergens is saying, your neighbor took foe and you transferred your 2 ex nahio to Vin and Libola. Kept your mag and now you have 4 available. And it's not a big secret, suicide, that you're a Madnath? Okay, good. Yeah. Good, good. So Azula is saying you can have unlimited numbers of tunes on Unlimited. Can you now? So how do you log on to the different tunes? Like, I know how to do it on my own server. I simply create a new character in the sort of login screen. Is that how it works also on other people's servers? I guess it does. Like, I've just done it in God mode. And I've set like the permissions like with each character in the login screen, in the like settings screen. So Sueka. Oh, it's like a hard to see. Okay. Sueka. Sueka. I'll try and remember that. It is a bit tricky, Madnath, I'm not gonna lie. So what inspired you to change your Twitch name? I rather liked Madnath, I'm not gonna lie. And actually, I think Drongo always pronounces it Madnath. So I'm not sure which one of those is the correct one either. Is it Madnath or Madnath? So where was I going? I was going upwards, wasn't I? Yes. And I should probably heal at this point, shouldn't I? Well, we got out of that situation, that sticky situation, alive, which is good. I should probably eat up and drink up as well. So you just got to change your name, says Azula. Okay. But do Jensen, in Wurm Online, though, for each character you need... Well, I guess, of course, you don't... I mean, there's... What was it? 5 accounts you can have per email address, right? But it is dependent on your email address. So to have, like, say, 50 characters in Wurm Online, you would require several different email accounts. So it doesn't work exactly the same. And Suikai, you're saying once you hit good skill and 90 fighting skill, that stuff becomes kind of pointless. Oh, the life transfer, do you mean? Or ED? No, ED and stuff kind of becomes pointless. So ED is... Essence drain. Okay, I see. Hello, Geester. Welcome to the stream. At least it's not hellhounds. Yes. Hellhounds are my nightmare. God, I hate those things so much. That would have definitely been like 5 times worse had all of those guys been like the hellhounds. They are nasty bits of work. Nasty pieces of work. Yeah, Parser, I don't think gosh, hold on. I don't think Suikai meant that Wurm Online is useless, but the enchantment was useless. Once you get really high, into high numbers. Yes, that's true, Azula. A 20 cap for non-premium accounts. So Azula, it used to be that you had to have premium to be able to deed. These days, you don't have to be premium to deed. They changed that a few years back, actually. Wolfmare has to go. Okay, Wolfmare, thanks so much for stopping by, and I hope you have a great rest of your evening. You've probably already gone, but always good to have you here in the stream. And I'll get to my destination eventually, I'm pretty sure. Look at all these scorpions. Where the hell are they all coming from? And I can call you Madnath, Suikai? Okay, well, yeah, it's a bit tricky though, because then people won't know who I'm necessarily talking to, you know? I'll try and get used to your new name. And Geester, you were saying there's a drop down on the right, like upper right. So a drop down for doing what? Sorry. You just go by Suica everywhere now. It's one of those weird things you love about Japan. Oh, I see. This dopey little penguin card that they made that made your life easy. Aha. Ah, I see, parser. So you always pronounce Madnath like madness with a lisp. Madnath. Madneth, sort of. Okay, gotcha, Madneth. So not Drongo's way, not my way, but completely differently then. Madneth, gotcha. And hello there, Night Spider 3. Welcome to the stream. First time catching a stream live. Did you miss much so far today? Well, Night Spider, you missed me messing around with my microphone in the beginning of the stream because we had done some changes to the microphone just before I started the stream, and I should have properly tested it out. And then the next thing that we did was we chose a spot to go and investigate, and we're still on our way there. So we've just been having a good chit chat as I'm trying to find this spot you can see on the map there in the lower right. So we're here on the server of Xanadu today, and I think we're pretty close. Now that mountain over there, let's just see if we can get to the top of this thing, and that lake over there as well. Let me just turn off. Oh. See if we can get these scorpions down so they don't bother me anymore, and then we'll try and figure out our location. There's just endless amounts of them. I wonder, there's even a scorpion over there. Adolescent angry scorpion. I have to wonder if there's a scorpion nest over here somewhere. Parser. Just cats telling snot stories. It's so true. It is true. Oh my god, that's hilarious. It's absolutely true. I was telling snot stories in the beginning. And Suikai Madness is a great band. One Step Beyond is a banger. Yeah, Madness. Isn't that like, I remember that from the 80s even. I wonder if it's the same one I'm thinking of. Yeah, that's the one, parser. Our house in the middle of the street. Our house. That's a great song, yeah. That's probably the only one I know as well. Oh my gosh. Oh, we need to drink up and also eat up as well. So yeah, Night Spider, nice to have you join us here. So, do you know me from my YouTube channel, or how did you find me? Because I have actually a lot of people who have been to my YouTube channel, watched videos there, and then they follow me on Twitch to try and catch me live. And I'm kind of guessing that that's the case with you perhaps as well. Look at all these scorpions, guys. These are, I don't, look at them. They're, oh my gosh, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've already killed probably 10 of them already. There must be a nest out here somewhere. And Suikai says, One Step Beyond has the funkiest, bounciest, fuzziest funky beat ever. Yeah, I don't think I've heard of that band. Not that I'm so, like, knowledgeable about that stuff anyhow. I pretty much keep to my own style of music. So, let's see now. Where the heck are we? So we're looking out at the water. And looking at the shape of this lake, it is kind of a diamond shape, isn't it? You see how there's like this farther part. Could it possibly be this already? And then we see a big mountain over there, which doesn't really feel like it's this though. Because I don't see any big mountains on the south side of this lake. Oh, we're facing west actually. We're facing west. Ah. So actually, if we're facing west... Hold on now. Then we must be... Is this then this body of water then instead? I think we're so lost at this point, but it's all part of the fun. Another scorpion. These guys are getting on my nerves, I swear. So we definitely need to be going in this direction instead. Okay. Let's just take these guys down as well. And you found me on YouTube, Night Spider. So what kind of games do you like to play? And how was it that you found my YouTube channel? Like, was it a particular MMO or other game that you were looking for at that point? Baggy trousers. And hello, Will Taurus. Welcome back to the stream. Nice to see you back here. Baggy trousers doesn't say anything to me. Probably if I would have heard the melody, I would recognize it. And speaking of music, guys, do you guys want to see like a music video that I did? So my son, both of my sons are actually, they're actually musicians, both of them. And my older son, he used to be very much involved in metal bands, like Finnish metal bands. These days he is more into making sort of goth slash synth, sort of like a little bit of an 80s style. And I think what inspired him was the fact that like all of the goth music I would listen to, and his father, to be honest, when he was a kid. And he's now started to sort of dig out those old memories of goth music and started to compose his own music. My younger son, he does covers of anime like soundtracks and also movie soundtracks, but he also composes some of his own cinematic music as well. So they have kind of different styles, but they're both musicians. They both have studied audio stuff as well, and my younger son is actually just about to graduate from his studies. He's trying to find a position as a mixer right now, actually. Mixing engineer. Not having the best of luck, though, so hopefully he does find a place to do his training at. But anyhow, so my older son, he released his latest track, and he asked me, "Mom, could you make a music video for my music, for my song?" And I'd never made a music video before. So I said sure. I didn't have too much time that I could use though. So I had a vision in mind of what it could be, but I needed to make it quick and dirty and like really to make like in a very practical way. So instead of making a full animation with, moving parts and moving limbs, I instead just sketched a few like illustrations and then just moved them around in the editing software. And I could just show that to you guys because it's only a few minutes. I could just show that to you. Let's just make sure that all the We just released it a few days ago. Let's just make sure that all of the monsters here are killed, so that we can be in peace and quiet here for a moment. Looks like it's pretty clear. Oh, there's one more scorpion. Oh, look at all these scorpions. I don't get it. It's like an endless supply. There must be a nest here somewhere. So, Night Spider, you found me because you were looking for worm content. You love the game, but you can't play as much as you'd like. Ah, nice, Night Spider. Always nice to meet fellow Wormians. So, how long have you, you know, even if you don't have that much time to play, when did you first start playing Wurm? Sweet guy. Anime music, what an absolute lad. Yeah, we actually did with my younger son. So that music video that I'm talking about, I did with my older son. With my younger son, he did a cover for, oh gosh, what was that anime called again? Oh, I forget the name of it. But he asked me to sing for his cover, and so I sang for that song as well. I can link that to you guys if you're interested. Just catching up with the chat here quickly still. Hopefully I don't die in the process. And Suika says, fear the day he discovers Tuhu MIDI tracks, Cats. There's a reason the current mega pack of Tuhu music is nearly 2 teras big. The original tracks are incredible and the amount of remixes it creates is unrivaled. He might have heard of that. I don't know that, Suika, but I'll have to ask him. Let's just heal up quickly here. Look at all those bites. Well, those aren't actually bites, just bruises and things like that. Tuhu MIDI tracks. Let me just actually, I'm just going to copy paste that text so I can ask him about it later. Okay, I think we should be safe, so I'll just play that music video for you guys quickly. Let me just get it up here. Okay, we'll turn off Spotify for a moment.
Devoted to my plan. You may be starlight, but I'm darkness as I'm wowing this zone. You see death nothing more beautiful than hand on your throat. Something without we must manage now. I'm sailing far away, forgetting everyone. You can't ever follow where I go. I might find faith in you once again, but first you must pray. Now the succubus serve as subject to the birth of this dream, and the end of it is great. Below fading through this sun, I must see through my light. Let the fire guide me through this path. When life is all misunderstanding, you find yourself elsewhere. Too helpless to adapt. You feel so strange. Oh, shadow spiral, embrace us. Too helpless to adapt. You feel so strange. Oh, shadow spiral, embrace us. Embrace us.
Yeah, so that's what we did together. Oh, and just in time, we have something attacking us. So it's a spider this time. I think the volume was a little bit loud on that. I think I had my YouTube settings a little bit loud there. So sorry if I blasted your guys' ears out. And let's turn Spotify back on. And Attack on Titan, that was the anime I was trying to remember the name of. That we did with my other son. Let's just get these guys buried. Yeah, so Kai, I don't think my younger son has actually read the manga ever. I think he's just watched the animated films. But we can certainly put that up to play as well. But I'll just have that like playing in the background if you guys are interested in listening to that. Let me just see if I can find it quickly. So I found it, and so here is the cover that my son made of So ist immer. And then I did the singing for this. And my I'm not any kind of like singer, that is for sure. So it doesn't sound like a sort of traditional singing voice, but it kind of worked for this song. And also in this song, actually, like half of it is supposed to be German, but my pronunciation of German was so crappy. As hard as I tried, my son said, "No, Mom, you are not gonna sing in German. That just sounds ridiculous." So I just did it in English, the whole song. But here goes. Oh, how come it's like pausing like that? You know what, guys? That's so annoying because every time I run in Wurm, it does that pause. So what I'll do instead is I'll just give you, if anyone is interested in listening to that, I'm just going to give you guys the link instead. You can go and watch if you want. Very, very weird. Never seen that happen really. That kind of pausing thing due to, look at all these scorpions, guys. How annoying are these scorpions, right? And why does YouTube do that, but then like Spotify doesn't pause? So weird. And even more of them. I'm really gonna have to get out of the scorpion area. This does not look good. Let's see if we can just escape here. This is not looking good at all. Ugh, a dead end. The parser. And Suikai is saying, if he digs the darker type of anime like Attack on Titan, tell him to check out the first season of Psycho Pass, one of your all-time favorites. He might have, like, he's quite like a connoisseur of anime, so he most likely has heard that or heard of it or seen it. But I will note that as well, Suika, and we'll see. I'll mention it to him. So, Suika, you were the one who originally recommended the silver staff to me. So how does it feel now? Seeing me fighting with a silver staff and taking that on board. I'm obviously going to have to get my skill up a bit, so let's see what my skill is at right now. Staff is 29.1, pole arms is 13.6, so it's going to take some while, but I'm sure it's just going to get better and better. Already now, even at such low skill, I'm doing quite well. I have to do, of course, a little bit more healing, and I can't quite handle as much as I could with the sword and the shield. But it's getting better and better, obviously, the more my skills go up. But already at this point, it feels pretty strong. Yeah, I wouldn't exactly say wiping mobs quite yet, Tsukai. Not quite yet, but I'm sure we'll get to that point at some point. I mean, if I think back to the early days of working with the sword and shield, I definitely wasn't doing this good. Now, to be fair, of course, my fighting skill and aggressive fighting skill wouldn't have been as high either at that point. So it's kind of hard to compare in that regard. But I'm pretty pleased with this silver staff, I'm not gonna lie. Now, could we finally get to a point where we try and figure out like where we are and what direction we have to go in? It just seems like I keep on dealing with these scorpions here, and the only reason I don't escape is because since we don't know it all, like we're sort of like up high on a mountain right now. I mean, you might be wondering, why cats are you just like standing around killing these scorpions all day? And the reason is that there are so many of them that if I like try and like run into one direction, I'm pretty sure I'm just going to end up in like a dead end. So I sort of want to like cull away some of them so that once we try and figure out like what direction we should go in, I don't get sort of ambushed by, you know, like 15 scorpions or something. But I think we're now at a little bit of a better... Okay, there's a road going down. Let's see where this leads. There must be a nest here somewhere. So it looks like an abandoned deed down here. Oh, and by the way, guys, did you guys hear about the road change? How there's the automatic... No, it's not an abandoned deed. There's a house down there. And it doesn't look decayed either. Maybe somebody's taken over an abandoned deed. Yeah, I have a feeling that that lake over there is probably... this area here. Yeah, you can see it going over there. That's right. This is definitely this lake. So we're still far away. And this mountain up here is most likely this one. Because you can see how it's this big flat area, and that looks flat from there. So we need to get... do we have to go around from this side and go around? So we're somewhere over here right now, looking at this big flat mountain, and I am facing east right now, am I not? Yes. Yeah, I do think. And then this mountain here is probably the one you can see down there. So I do believe the best course of action would be to go north and then go through this valley over here. So we're going to have to head for... I don't know, that looks very high though. It doesn't look like there's any way to get through. I wonder if this map is a little bit misleading. You know what? I'm going to do some cheating, guys. I'm going to check the community map at this point. I think I have to do that. Let's have a look. So, we are... So there is this big step area over here, which is very clearly, yeah. So, yeah, I guessed right. So, looking at this map, I'm not seeing any tunnels. Unless this tunnel goes directly through here. I wonder if it does. We see a tunnel opening here and here. Could this be a connecting tunnel? And we're not seeing any roads leading into this area either. Let's look at the topography version of this. It clearly looks like whatever we have to do, we have to go around. Go into this more like sloped area. And our destination is... Looking at this, it's like at the very root of these two mountains here. Yeah, I think it's pretty clear we're gonna have to go north. So we'll have to go north and go around. Okay. I think we have a plan now. Oh, the road is just started to decay. I thought to myself that, that's a bit strange. Oh. What the heck? How do we get down over there? Maybe it continues over on this side. Huh. Interesting. Well, maybe we're just gonna have to climb down. I'm gonna have to take care of this scorpion first. That is for sure. And Suika, you have to get up, stretch your legs a little bit, get some work done, and you're going to be back later on, possibly. Okay, Suikai, talk to you later then. Another scorpion, my goodness. I shouldn't be surprised though, should I? Parser. Roads going down lead to mines. Oh, I see. Okay. Cheatson. Okay. Yeah, we'll just climb down. Oh, wow, that silver staff has already taken quite a beating. 10 damage, even though it was improved all the way up to almost 80. Interesting. Okay, down we go. And the horse is following, isn't it? Yes, good. Good horsey. It's weird, these random little like roads that just sort of like end in the middle of nowhere. Thankfully we were able to ride our horse down the rest of the way, though. I was pretty sure that the slope would be too steep, but we were able to do it. And this looks like a great hunting place as well. So we shall head northeast a little bit and try and get around this big old mountain here. We're going to have to get behind this one, so we'll go up a little bit and then head east in a bit. Yeah, the road thing I meant to mention. So the only reason I found out about the road change, so the auto run thing, so just in case everyone is not aware, this was something that Yaga actually told me when I was at the sermons, is that now when you do auto run with whatever keybind that you have, just press the keybind. So first auto run and then press it down continuously for a bit, and then it will automatically run straight if you're on a road. So I will show you guys in a moment. It will go in the direction of the road. Now that's super handy for these Wurm Roulette explorations. And I'm thinking to myself, we probably need to get down, don't we? Let's try and get down. But also really, really handy if you want to sort of like film a little bit of like worm footage and you want to get a nice sort of camera view of something. And scorpions, my goodness, there's just like endless amounts. So annoying, these guys. Yes, that's a much better way of actually describing that one viewer to another. And welcome to the stream, by the way. Yes. And the parser says, may I suggest that you do not try that on a cliffside road? Well, I guess if you're walking, you wouldn't want to do that. But if you're on horseback, I don't see why you couldn't, the parser, because then you're not going to fall off if you're on a horseback, right? But on foot, of course, you wouldn't want to necessarily auto run, would you? Quite dangerous stuff. And it doesn't, yeah, I'm not sure if I would say lock you onto the road per se. It just locks the sort of like the direction that you're going so that you go straight along the road. But yeah, really handy change. That's just something that I think that they should have put into the game like ages ago. That has been really, really pleasant to go along the roads using that. I forgot to use it during this stream actually. Forgot to mention it earlier as well. Just one of those quality of life things that should have been in the game years ago already. So, what do you guys think about the idea of like customizable UI configurations of which windows you have open, that you could like load different sets? So let's say you have a set of UI elements that you want showing when you're doing your crafting or when you're doing your fighting or when you're, you know, just sort of maybe your normal setup. or when you're exploring. Would anyone else feel that that would be useful? So like I was saying earlier, for these Wurm Roulette streams, I would really like it so that I could have a view with just only my compass, for instance. And then I could switch between that one and the one that I have right now, where I have like all my important stuff for, you know, maybe fighting and burying things. And I'm just wondering whether it'd be worth making a suggestion like that on the suggestion forums, or whether it's just me that would want something like that. How much cotton do we have left? Only 3.8 kilograms. I'm gonna have to start being a little bit more sparing with my cotton use. Hello, NSA. A view tool belt. And Dude Jensen, you've never heard of that. So which one have you not heard of? The road change or this custom UI like thing? So the custom UI thing, I'm just saying as like it would be something I would like to suggest. We don't have anything like that in the game. But yeah, NSA, I'm not sure about a tool belt so much, but I guess in that kind of format, like it could be presented in some kind of UI view, or else maybe it could be like you could set a keybind to the different like UI setups that you would like. The road thing, Dujansi, yeah. I didn't see anything about that mentioned either on the forums. And I only knew about it once Yaga mentioned it to me. He said it was in the patch notes, and I went to look at the patch notes later and I still couldn't find it there either. But I will show you what I'm talking about. Once we reach a road, I will show you what it does. It's really, really handy. Let's just eat up quickly. Now, will I be able to climb down this without having to? I might have to just drink some booze along the way. We'll see. Yeah, I guess there's nothing to lose by making the suggestion, and I guess with people reacting to that post, we'll see how many people feel passionate about that. The parser. And NSA, you know you can save the tool belt settings and then switch them easily. Yes, NSA, I do. But I'm talking about UI configurations. So of course I'm aware that I do have like several different sets for, you know, my tool belt that I switch between. Which is my default one? I think, yeah, this is my default one. But I'm talking about like which elements I wanted to show. So what I'm trying to say is that like for when I'm doing Wurm Roulette, for instance, all I want to show is while I'm like running around, all I want showing is the compass. And then for my sort of normal, like when we stop to fight, for instance, I'm going to want to have my fight window. I'm going to want to have my target window. I'm going to want to have my health bar. I'm going to want to have the event window. Where'd it go? So I can still see the combat tab and the skill gains, right? And maybe even the chat window as well. Okay, let's see if we can get down this thing. Oh, what did I do? Did I grab that? No, I don't want to grab this. Let's drink a little bit of this gin. Oh, it looks like I have a keybind for that as well, for the drinking part. Okay, I think I should be able to get down now without having to drink any more. Well, maybe a little bit more. So for those who don't know, in Wurm, if you drink booze, you will you'll regain some stamina. So if you're like climbing a mountain or something like that and you've lost all your stamina, or else you're out in the water and you're about to drown, you can just drink some booze and you'll get your stamina back. It's just a little bit of it at a time, so I portion it out to 1 gram at a time. Okay, now we need to get over there. And there seems to be a road. Oh, I was almost excited about this road, and then I realized that it's just like a dead end. What a strange little road. Let's see if we can get up this. Might be a little bit too steep. Yeah, it's a bit too steep. We'll have to climb up a bit. We're gonna have to take care of those mobs first, though. So many mobs up here in northern Xanadu, to the point of being irritating. So Parser says that the patch notes only said that press hold outer run would align you to nearest 45 degree angle. Ah, okay, I missed that. Yeah, that's what I meant, NSA. And Azul, you're saying you could macro a command strip, strip all those things away, and then one to put them all back up. So do you mean like an external macro? Or would there be a way to do that in the game? Hello, Denali. Welcome to the stream. What? I had no idea. Damn this game. So many years of playing and you still feel like a noob. So what was the thing that you didn't have an idea about? Ah, these mobs. And I have to go and do some healing. Tool belt. Oh, the alcohol and stamina regain. Well, if it's of any consolation, Denali, I actually didn't know about the alcohol thing until about, say, about a year and a half ago, even though I've played the game for years as well. And it really has been a lifesaver. I can't count how many times it has saved my life. It really makes a huge change. And all this time you had to climb a steep hill. You've climbed, then digging to be able to stand and regain and then move a bit more. Yeah, I mean, what a lot of people do, Denali, is that they build like fences, right? So they will build fences as they go up. And then they lean against the fences to regain stamina. You can do that as well, instead of digging. Of course, that would require you to just be carrying the materials with you as well. I guess what you could do is maybe have some kind of BSB that you just pull up with you along the ground as you keep building the... If it's too like heavy to carry them, I'm not sure. You're going to be making some alcohol now. So here's a tip for you, Denali. So with alcohol, it does not work this way, that the more you drink at a time, the more stamina you gain. No. It doesn't matter what kind of portion you drink. It's always going to be the same amount of stamina gain. So what I suggest is you have some kind of container that has your booze. I know you can hardly see because it's so small right now, but you have then a measuring jug that is set to 1 gram. And then you drag the alcohol into your measuring jug with 1 gram and then drink from the measuring jug. This is what I learned from the person who taught me about the alcohol thing. And that way you can portion off the alcohol in these tiny, tiny, tiny little bits and get stamina gain in the sort of most practical way. Resourceful way, that was the word I was searching for. Azule, rice wine for the win. Yeah, I still haven't made any alcohol myself in the game. The alcohol I'm actually drinking is, I think it was sent to me by Timowitch. Back when I first started streaming, in fact. And it's lasted me all these years now. I'm gonna be out of cotton soon, guys. I only have, oh my gosh, I only have like 1 kilogram of cotton left, and it's soon. Like, I should have taken much more with me. This kind of worries me because we're still not at our destination. I think I'm gonna have to start like dragging some animals with me that I can use for healing, using the life transfer. And Azul says, the stills are a pain to make. Yeah, I haven't made a still yet. I think I'm going to go grab that sheep over there. So if I run out of cotton, I'm going to have to use these docile animals as like to transfer their HP to me to heal up with, I guess. Don't have much of a choice at this point. And have we gotten any money at all from burying all these corpses today? We've killed a whole bunch of critters today, and I'm not seeing any money at all, so unfortunately we haven't. Okay, so we need to get up this thing, do we? I wonder if this slope would be good enough. Yeah, it seems just enough to get over. So here is the mountain that we're going to have to get around. Let's just look at that map again. This mountain, I am pretty sure, is this one here. See these 2 peaks? That's these 2 peaks, I believe. And so we're going to have to get around this one to get into the valley. So what we're looking for now, we're just leaving this sandy little bit here, which I believe is probably this thing. I think. And are we facing east? Yes, we are. Okay. So let's just keep... we're going to have to go north a little bit, I guess. And Azul says, I thought burials normally place the coins in your bank account. Do they? I thought they put them in your backpack. I could be wrong. I'm pretty sure that they put them in your backpack, though. I could swear that or your inventory, rather. Check my event log. Yeah. I mean, if anything has gone in there, it would have, you know, it would have scrolled past, like, ages ago. And the parser says, Wurm Online puts coin into inventory. And so does Vergent. So maybe, perhaps Azul, the thing you're thinking of, maybe that's how it works in Wurm Unlimited? I'm not sure. And that is one steep... We don't want to go up that thing, that is for sure. Let's go over... Let me just look at this map. So, Wurm Unlimited is different. I see. Okay. I wonder where they implemented that differently from Wurm Online. Like, what's the reasoning behind that? Lots of goblins around. Okay, so we're sort of like stuck in this little ditch over here. That's not very good. And this is probably going to be a bit too steep to go up, isn't it? Yeah. Let's see if there's a way around this, because I'm really sick and tired of, like, killing these guys. And I'm out of cotton anyhow, so I can't really afford to stop and, like, do any combat. So we're just going to have to make a run for it, I'm afraid. Let's see if we can find a spot that is sort of, like, even enough to actually run up with our horse. I'm kind of scared of getting, like, stuck over here, though. Well, in the very least, if I do die, the horse is branded, so I'll be able to find my corpse. Okay, this is looking pretty good so far. Okay, we got over this thing. Good. Good, good, good. Let's just regain our stamina for a moment. Never know who we're going to have to face here. And what's the direction we're going in? East. Good. Everything is going as planned. We're just gonna have to... I wonder when we should start, like, heading south, actually. Let me just see about this spot here. I think this is what I was trying to get up before. I probably shouldn't... Yeah, I probably shouldn't go south yet. Let's keep going east for a bit. And oh, there we can see the mountain actually right up here. So, hopefully I haven't gone too far. No, I don't think so. Is that the mountain that we're still trying to get around? I guess we're gonna see soon. God, I love this fast little horse. I could swear that these younger horses, the adolescent young ages and mature, I could swear that they're faster than the older horses. This little guy goes so quickly. Is that a champion? Venerable, raging, huge spider. Don't want to stop and play with that guy, that is for sure. Oh, now we're going downhill. Oh, I was just about to say that it's amazing how far I've been able to actually ride with this horse without getting on too steep of a slope. And then I bumped into this little spot. Oh, there's a troll. Run for the hills, cats. Oh, there's some sandy area. That's going to give us some perspective of where we are right now. Lots of trolls around here. Venerable lava fiend. So, we've come into a sandy area, have we? Now, if we could only figure out... I don't want to stop. There's so many mobs around. Tons and tons of trolls. And I don't have any cotton, so... I think I'll just keep running. Let's see if we can find the spot. Aged greenish huge spider. Yeah, I do believe that on Wurm Online as well, you have the possibility to get money upon killing a mob, but also from burying it. Somebody's tent is out here in the middle of nowhere. Okay, here is some peat. That will give us an idea of where we are right now when I look on the community map. So let's just actually kill these spiders here. Just so I can stop and like take a breather. Oh, I'm completely out of stamina. Let me just go and get my stamina up quickly. Oh, there's a hellhound running around. No, that's an aged hell horse. Okay, we have our stamina up. Good. Let's also get a little bit of a slurp. And let's just take down these mobs while we figure out where we are. Oh, he changed his mind, did he? That's fine. A spider just literally ran away. Okay, so... Pete. Could it possibly be that this spot here is where we are now? It should have some sand. Yes. Guys, we're getting very close now. Look at that. We came to this area now. We're so close. So we have to get to this spot. We're getting really close. I'm so kind of like happy about this, that we finally found our way. Oh my goodness. So let's just have a look at that map once more. Hold on. Where is it again? Menu bar. Nope. Quick bar. There we go. So map. So here, just left of the sandy spot, this area, I guess that's tundra or something. So pretty much about that spot right there is where we need to go. So now we need to head actually directly east. We'll see a road, and then from the turns in the roads, we can find that spot if we go directly east from around this spot here. Okay. This is looking really hopeful, guys. We're almost there. I can't believe it. Looking very good now. So what's the goal, Denali? So every Tuesday, I have this map. So every Tuesday, I press this button here on my map, and it will place a marker down on a random location here on the. I have these are all the Freedom, like the PvE servers, and every Tuesday we will go to one of these locations. So all of these blue dots you see represent all of the spots that we've tried to get to in the past Tuesdays for several months now. And today the marker landed on this spot here on the Xanadu server. So that is the spot that we're just about to arrive to. And what I do is the whole goal is to try and find our way there. These are all places in the game that I've never been to in Wurm Online. So that's the point of this whole project, is for me to, get out of my comfort zone, get out of my deed, go and explore the world. And so we choose this random location every week. Man, that guy is beating me up. Let's actually escape, because I hardly have any cotton left. I have only one bandage left, basically. So we should keep going east until we bump into a road. East, good. Okay. We should bump into a road anytime now. So yeah, that's the whole goal, Denali. And then I have a sign with me. So once we reach that spot, I will plant a sign in the ground saying that KatsPurr / Malena was here. And some people were actually linking a sign that they had stumbled upon that I had placed like ages ago. They put a screenshot up on the forums. So here's that road. Here is the road. Excellent. And let's just heal up, actually. Use that last bit of cotton. I should have taken more cotton with me. I do have a few healing covers, actually, in my backpack. I guess I could apply those, just get them going. So yeah, let's just apply those, actually. Yeah, and the idea there, Denali, is that for the most part, when I go to these destinations, I try and figure out like the navigation to get there just on my own, just using like, the natural landscape, comparing it to the in-game map. And I try not to cheat. I try not to take like advice from people in the chat. Of course, people in the chat are saying, no, Cats, you need to go there. You need to go there. But I really prefer to actually try and find my way there. Just, that's part of the whole adventure and the whole challenge, is to try and find my way there, sort of like in a sort of in-game way, in a kind of like realistic way. And but like for now, it's been a little bit challenging to find this spot, so I did cheat a little bit. Oh, we got some mail, did we? Somebody has sent some mail. Maybe they sent some cotton over. So I have a feeling somebody has sent some cotton. So yeah, what was I gonna say? So yeah, and part of the whole point of this thing is that, as we're exploring, obviously we also there's a cave opening right there. Let's just compare that to the map, actually. So that's probably, we're on this road now. I don't see a cave opening. Maybe it's that little spot right there. You see that little dot? It was probably that, actually. So we should be turning left very soon. But yeah, it's been really fun to actually discover, really cool, as you're exploring, you bump into other players, you discover, and here is that turn left, by the way, you discover really cool deeds and places that you never even knew were existing in Wurm. So that's what's made it really fun to do, actually. And each time we do this, every Tuesday, it's a little bit different. I have to say that today's stream has been one of the more boring ones. Like a couple weeks back, we had a huge adventure. It was like so many interesting things happened. It was a really, really cool stream. So it's, a little bit of a hit and miss on, how interesting the stream gets. So here is the longer turn left. So we pretty much need to go to the end of this one and then keep on heading until we bump into the tundra, and then I'll plant my sign. The reason today's stream has been a bit boring is because, well, first of all, I've been kind of like muddling around, fiddling around, haven't been too focused on like what we're doing because I slept pretty badly last night. We also spent a lot of time just sort of like killing a whole bunch of scorpions, and we haven't really bumped into too many cool deeds that we could explore. I think that's really fun for a lot of people who watch these streams, is to see me sort of visiting, people's deeds. But we've been mostly in the wilderness, so now we have to keep running until we bump into tundra. And also, nothing much exciting has happened in today's stream compared to a lot. There's the tundra right there. Compared to a lot of the earlier streams. It's still been good fun, but it hasn't been, as exciting as it normally can be. So let's just grab this horsey and run down here. Ooh, look at the tundra. Beautiful view. Look at that. And we have to find a spot to plant the sign. Gonna have to get rid of that troll first, though. I'm a little bit worried, however, because I don't have any cotton. Okay, let's see if we can get this guy killed. Now hopefully nothing else attacks. It looks clear for now. Oh dear. This is gonna be this is gonna be a tricky one. This is like maybe I'll get him killed, maybe. This is a close one though. Oh, we got him. Oh my gosh. That was a close one. Oh, damn. Oh, well, actually, this guy is going to help us heal up, actually. He's easy to kill, and he'll give us some life transfer. Old alert goblin. You can do it. Yeah, hopefully. 1,000 support beams grind, Captain Wolf. Oh, my goodness. So I don't have any cotton, so what we'll have to do is just use up all of those. I only have 2 healing covers, but of course I could kill those guys for some body parts, right? This looks a little bit... And there's lots of mobs down here. So let's actually butcher these guys. Do I have a butchering knife with me, actually? Let's see. I do. So we can make some more healing covers from the body parts of these guys. Find a mailbox. So was it you, Parser, that sent over some? I'm guessing that you sent over some cotton then, or was that maybe Madnath or Madneth, I should say? And Vergent says troll is good for healing covers tooth and gland. Okay. And just checking back what you guys were saying here earlier on. Denali was saying, there's nothing boring in Wurm. You hate grinding in games, but in Wurm, you could be grinding for hours. It's like life away from real life. That is very true. Okay, let's just butcher these guys then. And I should probably grab this into my belts. And the parser boring? No, it's not. No, it's not. I see what you did there, parser. I see what you did. So, troll tooth, troll gland, and let's butcher this guy as well. And Denali, you're saying, you like the idea. It's so easy to get stuck on a deed. You don't know how many times you've caught yourself not even leaving your deed for a week at a time. Yeah, exactly, Denali. I'm even worse in that respect. And let me just get at... what did we get over in this guy? Nothing. Okay, let's at least try and make a healing cover out of the tooth and the gland while I read here. Not even leaving your deed for a week at a time, then suddenly having to make a trade and you get outside your gate and find out you have new neighbors or something. Yes, exactly. And Captain Wolf was saying earlier, here's an idea, have a raffle and say 2 people can meet you somewhere and you 3 do the trip. Yeah, Captain, you know, I don't really enjoy doing the streams with other people so much. I think it's basically because I sort of like to be in control of the sort of course of how the stream like progresses. Whereas when you're sort of playing with other people in a stream, there's 2 things there. First of all, the progress of the stream is sort of out of your hands because it all sort of depends on what happens with you and the other streamers. And second of all, the more bigger reason really is that whenever I've watched people streaming where they're playing with friends in the stream, I always feel like if I'm in the chat, like I'm a little bit of an outsider, sort of eavesdropping on somebody else's experience. And so I much prefer just being on my own here in stream and then chatting with you guys. And then it's this kind of intimate connection between me and you guys here in the chat. I don't really enjoy myself watching streams where they're playing with their friends. I really don't. So that's why I tend to avoid it myself. And maybe the parser sent over some cotton. Yeah, I'm gonna have to find myself I did see here on the map that there could possibly be a deed. This looks like it might be a deed right there. So let's do this, parser. I will plant the sign and then we're gonna go on that road. I do believe... Ah, it's actually that road right there. It goes into a mine. Look at that. Yeah, I was looking at this ditch. That spot is right there. So that's not actually a deed at all. It's just a long road. This road right here. I'm not really seeing... I wonder if I look on the isometric, do we see any signs of a deed here? So there's the mine. That looks like a deed. We could go and look at that place. And look at that up there, by the way, on top of that mountain. Let's just get healed up first. Oh my gosh, Denali, do you have the flu? I'm so sorry to hear that. Ugh. That's the worst. And no worries. I could get what you're saying. No worries about the spelling. And you see what I'm saying there, Captain? Yeah. Yeah, I don't... you know, and also when I watch people streaming who are streaming with their friends or with other streamers, I feel like I don't really want to even chat anything into the chat because I feel like I'd be distracting them from whatever they're doing. It's kind of this weird feeling of being an outsider. It's not a nice feeling. And then they're having a conversation with the people that they're playing with, and they're also having a you know, and then once in a while checking back to the chat as well. So it's this weird feeling. So, yeah, we need to now plant this sign. So I think what I'll do is I'll just get off the horse. Let's lead this guy, and we shall plant maybe the sign right here. I think this would be the perfect spot, because we're definitely in the right area now. Oh, we have that healing sheep with us as well. We can kill that down below. So here's our sign. Let's just put the date. So today is March 10th. Man, guys, like, is it just me, or is like time going past so fast? I swear. I can't believe it's already the 10th of March. And Denali, at least it's not the coronavirus. You were cleared of that. Oh, thank goodness. I'm glad to hear that, Denali. But you still got asked to stay home until you didn't sneeze anymore. Yeah, I can imagine. So here we are. KatsPurr Malena was here, March 10th, 2020. Good. So let's just sort of like roll down the hill here. Try and get onto that road. And then from that point on, we'll only stick to roads. And we'll try and find the deed that has the cotton. I know, Captain. It's like yesterday was December 1st, 2019. It feels like that. Aw, Parser, that's very kind of you to say. That's very sweet of you to say. Thank you very much. So I think I'll grab a few more of these sheep just for the sake of like killing them to get some life transfer. They are a handy little dandy. Let's leave the black one. Oh, no you don't, sheepy boy. You're coming with me. And let's get on that road. Lots of sheep around here. Look at them all, by the way. This is like sheep land around here. They've been breeding like rabbits. My goodness. And so now, let's show you guys the road thing, okay? So now I'm out of running. Let me just go into a diagonal way. Hold on. Diagonal way. Press down X, and when I press down, that's the keybind I have for auto run. It automatically set me on the right direction. Very, very handy, especially if you're going along a very long road. That is one big bear over there. So yeah, maybe... Actually, look, guys, we've already healed up. Amazing. We didn't even have to kill the sheep. So, let's look at this map here. So, we're going down this right now. There should be one over here, but there's also something on the top of that mountain over there. Is there a road going up there? No, the road goes from this side. But we're definitely sticking to the road from this point on because there's no way I want to go like running through the forests anymore. Especially with no cotton at all to heal myself with. Murderous cats. Dude, Jensen. I love that joke. You always need more RAM. That's hilarious. Oh my gosh, dude, Jensen. And that poor troll is trying to like keep up with me, but unfortunately, I'm gonna fly like the wind. So yeah, there's that little mine down there. I wonder how big of it. Looks like it's a wide entrance. Maybe it's like a proper, like hardcore mine. So that goes in here. Let's look at the other map again. Topographical. So if it goes in here, I wonder where it comes out. Oh, and we even have like a highway system here as well. So... Ooh, look at that. We're high up. Unknown. 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 Huh. I want to take a screenshot of that, actually. You don't often see this kind of scenario, do you? So, I wanted to check whether or not... whether or not there's an actual deed in that spot that we're going to. So this one, we don't see a deed name there. There's something called Peshmi. I think we went to look at that at one point in one of the earlier streams. So we're not going to go that far, but let's try and go and see what this is all about in the very least. And right now, I'm guessing that we are, so we're facing south, and I think we have to actually turn up here, don't we? Maybe we're meant to go up here. Hold on. I think I went past the turning point. So Captain Wolf said 3 deeds disbanded. Oh, there's the diagonal one. Okay. Now we're back on track. So this is this road here. And Du Jensen says that bug was supposed to be fixed with the patch today, or except for Xanadu. So Denali, normal auto run is absolutely working in Wurm Unlimited. You just have to make a keybind for it. So that keybind that I have set for it, which is X, that's just my own keybind. But as for the one that makes you go straight along the road, I don't think that is necessarily in. So we're just going to try that again. I'm going to press down X. There we go. It straightened itself out. I don't think that has been put to Wurm Unlimited though. So, that black thing over there, that's tar, perhaps. So right before the tar spot, there should be a road forking off to the right-hand side. According to this, let's go see. There we go, right there. Oh, is X the... Azul says X is the default. Okay. I thought it was something I had set myself. Okay. Yeah. I've definitely used auto run in Wurm Unlimited. Absolutely used it there. Oh, you meant the auto adjust, Nelly. Yeah. Yeah, I doubt that they've put that into Wurm Unlimited. And the waypoint showing unknown, you're saying that that's a bug, Duchenson. I see. So, if the deed has been disbanded, what is it meant to show then? Instead of unknown. And so here is the spot where there used to be, I guess, a deed. So I was hoping that there might be a mailbox here. There's a decaying BSB. Does it have anything inside? No. Another abandoned deed. And really, no mailbox. And what was that? I saw something about disappearing. What was that? Oh, it was just the beehive. Okay. So, Jensen, do you know what it's supposed to show instead of, like, unknown? Or is it just empty? I know, Parser, right? So many abandoned deeds around here. It's really sad, actually. Oh, I should have checked for recipes. Forgot to do that. Where's the other body? There should be another corpse here somewhere. Or did I bury it already? But I wanted to check up here and see, just double check and see if there's a mailbox, and there was not. So, we are here now. Oh, there is a road that goes up there. Let's go and investigate that, actually. There might be a mailbox up there. Lots of goblins around here. So it should show the nearest active deed, says Du Jensen. I see. Or under construction if no deed is connected. I see. Okay. So that's a clear bug then. Yeah, that would be better than unknown, wouldn't it? Absolutely. Look at them all. Aged raging goblin. I don't think I'll bother. Now, where did that road go? I could swear we came through here. Maybe it was from up above. Well, it certainly wasn't here, that's for sure. Was it from up above then? I was sure that we came from that direction. Now, is this facing west? If it is... Yes, it is. Oh, there it is. Okay. I don't know why I didn't see that a moment ago. Let's stick to the roads. There we go. So, what are you guys catsing about? The fact that I'm being a little bit of a silly willy here and trying to figure out my the direction that I'm going, or oh, you just got the emoji, Denali. Huh. Oh, I don't have actually OBS open, so I'm not seeing like you know, the sort of technical texts. So let's see. We needed to go a little bit to the west now. That is the west. Okay. And then there should be is it called a junction, guys? When a road, you know, a road forks off to another direction. That's called a junction, isn't it? So we're trying to find this little junction, I think it is. And Denali, but always love my stream. It's always so chill to watch compared to other screaming and yelling and talking so fast. This is your kind of stream. Well, I know what you're talking about, Denali. Definitely, like, the streamers I enjoy watching are also very, very chill and relaxing. I know what you're talking about, how it's kind of like trendy to have like a high energy stream where there's like some, you know, how would I say, like sort of energized music, and then lots of sort of and then the streamer tries to be like super entertaining, and there's a whole bunch of gimmicks and that kind of thing. And that's I get just agitated from that kind of stream myself. I definitely enjoy the sort of more calm, serene streams as well. So it's just the perfect thing to have in the background, especially if you want to like do something. One little second, guys. So just hold on here. Oh, there's actually guard tower right there. So let me just get these guards on these, on those monsters quickly. And so many monsters. I have to talk to my son there for a moment. Okay, I'll be right back. And Denali, oh my gosh. Thank you so much for the donation. 20 euros. I can't believe it. Thank you so much. And I'm glad you enjoy the stream. That is very, very kind of you. Wow. Very, very appreciative of the support. And no begging for donations is just awesome, says the captain. Yeah, you know, to be honest, guys, like, to be honest, if people are like too giving, it actually disturbs me. Like, there was a problem that I had about a year ago. It was, no, not quite a year. It was actually last fall. It was when Legends of Aria launched on Steam. And I had a few new people like in the stream, watching the stream, and they went on this sort of like gift subscribing like rampage, and they were just giving out so many gift subscriptions that it actually made me feel kind of like I felt really bad about it actually. So I for a moment I had, you know, like you can put the statistics up on your stream. You can put these panels up that are showing, like, you know, who has given the biggest donation or who has given the most gift subs and so forth. And I had that showing for a while, and when people started to like give too many of the gift subs, I actually took that off. So I removed that completely from my overlay, because I didn't like the feeling that like people were sort of competing to get the top number in like the amount. It felt manipulative, you know, and that was not my intention. My intention with showing those numbers to begin with was only to sort of show gratitude, you know, to the people who had been doing that, like, you know, that, you know, just to thank them in a way. But it turned out that it actually caused people to get like, oh gosh, I'm going to die here any moment. I'm going to have to actually wrap up my stream any moment because my son is going to be going to bed. But what I meant to say is that although it was originally intended just merely to, you know, thank these people, it ended up causing a side effect, which was that people started to sort of compete against each other, like who has the, you know, the highest, who gets to have their name showing on that panel, and that was not my intention at all. So I actually removed that. So, and you know, that's probably not like if we think, oh God, I'm gonna die here, aren't I? And these guards, come on, guys, do your work. Well, I guess they're trying their best, aren't they? We're gonna have to go down a little bit because I'm gonna die any moment now. Maybe this is the perfect time to use one of these sheep. There is a venerable lava fiend up there as well. Okay, sheep, I'm sorry, you're just gonna have to go. Time to die. Give me a little bit of health, because I have no other choice, I'm afraid. That's weird. Am I just do I just keep on missing, or what's going on? Oh, there we go. And what was I gonna say? Yeah. Okay. Let me catch up with the chat a bit here. You're so kind, Denali. Thank you so much for those kind words. Oh, we have a... Oh, it's a little kitty cat. That's no problem. That's actually going to give us some HP. I'm sorry, kitty. You gotta have to go as well. And that guy is trying to escape. Oh, no, you don't, sheepy. I'm going to need your HP as well. Suika was saying, as soon as you get asked why you're not subbed, why you've not donated, are you serious, Suika? Do you have streamers actually asking you that question? And like in general, like, are you guys saying that there are actually like streamers out there who are like begging for subs or donations and stuff? That's pretty arrogant, I think. Like, to me, like the streaming, the whole point of streaming here is not to make money. It is here to, you know, play my, like, I have to say, I'm just honored that anyone would want to spend their time. Like, if I want to play a video game and then I put it on stream and then people want to come here and like spend time with me and hang out with me while we're playing the game, I'm honored that, like, you know, I have to say honored because there are so many ways you could spend your time these days. you know, when we think about how many distractions we have in our lives, all the video games, Netflix, YouTube, not to mention, you know, real life distractions that we might have, there are so many options. And for somebody to actually want to spend their free time, you know, hanging out here on my stream, I'm really flattered and honored by that. Oh, there's the road that we were looking for, by the way. So, you know, guys, thank you so much for, you know, wanting to hang out here. And then to imagine that then there's people who, you know, streamers who will expect you to pay. That's just not cool, I don't think at all. I mean, I can understand the whole thing of some streamers, you know, thinking of it this way, that they're offering a form of entertainment. And, you know, like any other form of entertainment, you know, nothing's free in this life and blah, 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 blah. But I guess I just don't see streaming in that way. I mean, yeah, I don't know. That's not my personal take on it, at least. Let's see if... So I think this might be the location of that deed. So at least we found a guard tower. But is there a mailbox around here? Ooh, hold on. There's a little bit of... So a broken bridge that would have taken you up to the deed. Okay, let's climb up there and see if there's anything interesting. At least the bridge seems to be, you know, it's some form of habitation. So what we're going to do is we're just going to climb up here, go see what's up on top, and at that point I'm going to have to then like wrap up the stream because my son needs to go to bed. So, and we live in a very small apartment, so he's just like behind the wall there, and he won't be able to sleep if I'm yabbering on here. Something is attacking us, so it's one of these goblins. Well, he's going to give us some HP. And I'll catch up with what you guys are saying any second here. And Denali, you're saying, same here. You want to help streams, but you can't sub as each much can vary a lot in what you have to spare. Each month, I'm guessing you're trying to say. So you'd rather just donate when you can. But those just sitting, hey, you know, 30 subs now and I'll dye my hair pink. Yeah, common. Changes to sub-only chat. Yeah, there's a lot of streamers like that. Yeah, the gimmicks are another thing that I really hate about like a lot of streams is, you know, these gimmicky things to sort of like manipulate people into subbing games and things that, you know, let's do 20 of this and then I will do blah, 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 blah. Let's get 20 subs going. I think that's very manipulative. I don't like the atmosphere in those types of streams myself at all. So I try to stay away from gimmicks, and I also, that's why you don't see me. Oh, thank you so much for the subscription, War Song. Very kind, very, very much appreciated. What was I gonna say? Yeah, that's why you won't see me actually doing giveaways very often. I'll do it for a special occasion once in a while. But I also feel like even the giveaways are kind of gimmicky in a way as well. That, you know, stay tuned to this stream. Don't go anywhere. Hang in there. We're gonna do like a giveaway. It's like a way to manipulate people into staying tuned into the stream. You know, so. And some people will even put it into the titles of their streams as well. You know, big giveaway. But is that the reason that you actually want people to hang out on your streams? Just in the hopes for a giveaway? I don't know. Not my kind of thing. Not my thing at all. So we did find this deed, and we're not seeing a mailbox though. But is there anything in these? Okay, some gate locks. Is there anything in these boxes over here? Nothing in there. And the wagon, I'm guessing, is locked up, yes. Lots of wagons. This person owns like 3 wagons. Maybe they found some abandoned ones at some point. Well, they're all locked, so... Yeah, nothing special here and no mailbox. Okay, so I'm gonna have to wrap up now, but I'll just check the rest of the chat and then we'll wrap up. So let's just put this UI away for a moment. And one viewer to another, many of them demand it, not even ask. That's just rude, isn't it? Well, at least in my opinion it is. Like, I couldn't even imagine. And Denali, you were saying that you were actually at an ARC stream once where you just asked a question in regards to what he was doing in ARC, and he directly told you that unless you're a sub or donated, you shouldn't have hope for... What? You shouldn't hope for a reply, yet he did take the time to tell you that instead of just answering. Oh, like in the same time he could have just given the answer. Oh my gosh. Are you serious? Oh my goodness. Oh, I don't like the atmosphere of those types of streams at all. They think they're the next PewDiePie or something, says the Captain Wolf. And hello there, Soda Bubblies. What a delightful name you have there. Welcome to the stream. I don't think I've ever seen you here because I would have absolutely remembered that name, Soda Bubblies. That is just adorable. So, Soda Bubblies, are you a Wurm player? And Friendly Kitten is asking, can you tame the lynx? I'm guessing you're talking about the little wild cat. You can tame the wild cats, yes. They're not very useful, though. I remember when I first started playing Wurm, I did tame little kitty cats, but there's not much you can do with them, and then they die. Like, if you tame one, all the predators will just attack it and kill it anyhow. And you found, Soda Bubblies, you found my Wurm videos on YouTube, though, and they were pretty fun to watch, so you thought you'd try and catch a stream. Well, nice. Nice to have you join us, Soda, although I'm just about to wrap up now. My son is going to bed, and unfortunately, I don't want to, he won't be able to sleep if I'm, like, chattering away here, so... But anyhow, so let's just do a very quick recap of what we did today. So, we pressed this button, which had the marker land on this spot here on the server of Xanadu, and we parked our ship over here and sailed. Let's actually look on the Wurm map instead so we can actually see what we're doing here. So, we parked the ship over here next to Glass Hollow. We traveled, I think we zigzagged a little bit. We kind of got lost in this area. I think we probably, yeah, we started to go down over here, even though this was our destination. So I kind of got lost and I was going back and forth. Then we went all the way around and we finally found the spot and planted a sign that says KatsPurr was here. So we found our destination, we planted our sign, and mission accomplished. So guys, and the parser had sent some cotton over. Parser, I will pick that up as I start to head back to my ship. Thank you for that, though. Yeah, thank you so much, guys, for hanging out on the stream tonight. And thank you for all the kind words and the support. And the next thing I'll be streaming is probably going to be doing some RimWorld art streams. So I'm going to be doing that later on this week. If anyone likes to play RimWorld, you might want to catch those streams. And the best way to do that is if you want to like get notifications when my streams start. The best way is probably on Discord, so you can find the Discord link below. And yeah. So Du Jensen is saying, hold on. Du Jensen is saying another Wurm streamer. So who's another Wurm streamer, Du Jensen? Are you saying Soda Bubbles is? Soda Bubblies, rather. Let me just check. Let me check this thing. I'm gonna check your page here, Soda Bubblies. Videos. Not seeing any VODs. Oh, there's another Wurm streamer streaming right now. Is that what you mean, Du Jensen? Oh, okay. Yeah, I was misunderstanding Soda Bubblies. So is there somebody we could raid, Du Jensen? Is that what you're saying? Let's see. Wurm Online. So... hold on. Live. I'm only seeing an Albion Online. I'm not sure why Wurm Online is... oh, Grumpy is, but Grumpy is actually streaming Elder Scrolls Online. Yeah, I don't think I'll be doing a raid today. It's a shame that actually yeah, it's a shame that a few people aren't streaming right now, but anyhow, let's wrap up. Yeah, and have a good night, guys, and hope to see you later this week when I do some RimWorld stuff, and talk to you all very, very soon. I hope you have a great night.